There we go. Now we're streaming to Atlanta.
And we're live again.
Probably better.
I don't know, man. Now I'm tempted to see what that stream delay would have been.
According to the seconds counting, it was like 8 seconds.
That's
now
not bad.
it's down to 3.
3. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 seconds remain to find out because we're in a moment together with you at home. Getting ready for another Linux Teamcast Weekly. Kind of jacked up tonight. Plenty of things going on. We even get to talk about a new version of Steam and Snap format. I know. Hold your excitement. And Jordan has got some new crack cocaine. It should be a fun ride. And of course, we got to talk about the Twitch thing going on. You don't know about the Twitch thing? Stay tuned. We're going to talk about it because it doesn't affect our little asses on OBS. And Pedro's going to tell you about wiring your teeth with blues. Plumbers.
Wiring your teeth
With blues plumbers. A new product.
No, we're Pedro is now an orthodontist. He's going to put some wires in your mouth.
Jordan, I want to introduce you to my Mario Blues Brothers crossover fanfic.
Uh-oh.
Blues
You know
plumbers.
what? I would actually watch a Mario movie with John Belushi as Super Mario. That sounds like it would be dope as fuck.
Oh, right. Yeah, we're just wrapping up the Super shows. Regular, ordinary night. Blues Brothers is it's a movie of its time, man.
It really is, but it's so good.
I didn't watch it until much later, and I'm like just chilling out. I'm like, motherfucking Aretha Franklin just show. I'm like, fuck yes.
Much later.
Ray Charles. Yeah, bunch of fucking dudes. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna show up and sell you a piano. What do you mean it sounds bad? It sounds fine. Look, I'm Ray Charles.
So did the Darkest Dungeon multiplayer thing ever take off to any extent, or?
I don't know. I never actually tried it because it was just PvP, right? And
I don't know.
And it was like a complete overhaul, like because the characters aren't balanced for person versus person, so every class had like new abilities or like rebalanced abilities specifically for that. So it was almost like an entirely new game. I don't know.
Considering how I've not heard anyone talk about it or seen people actively streaming that, at least just the Darkest Dungeon streams that I've seen is just regular Darkest Dungeon.
And the DD2 early access, which actually looks pretty good. I'm excited for that. I'm gonna wait until that's done though.
So my takeaway from this is there's probably not a competitive circuit for Darkest Dungeon.
I'm sure there is, but it's very
appeal,
small.
Probably.
Yeah. Right. Very small. There's like 15 people.
Then you got to deal with those. They would fuck you up.
No,
they know all of the meta because they're the one who said it.
It's down to a science. They can tell who's going to win based on the people you pick. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. Secondary monitor's a legit spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Just leave.
Party
Concede.
configuration,
Right.
like opening moves. There, it's chess now.
Gotta get wrecked. Is there any good like online chess?
Yahoo Chess.
Nowadays. I don't know.
Last
I used
time
to
I
play
played
speed chess.
Yahoo Chess, Java, client-side Java, waiting for loading Java.
I'm sure there's like a bunch of browser-based ones, right?
Yahoo Chess.
Or like a chess by email thing, because like people used to do chess by mail.
Yeah, I know that exists. I posted earlier in our Discord. Did either of you see the monitor with no backlight?
No.
No.
I gotta scroll past the biblically accurate statement.
Gotta break
the
rules.
rules.
I know, but we gotta do it. We're doing it for the show. Everyone close your eyes. We're time traveling.
The 32-inch one?
Yeah.
Or
This guy. think
Sunny Vision, yeah.
Yeah. It is. There we go.
It's sold out.
It's sold right the fuck out. But there's no backlight in this. Like, it uses the ambient light in the room for the screen.
I guess it's
the
like
Game Boy
for
screen.
well, like what sun vision display. I guess it's for like outside stuff, right? Where like you don't want to.
Well, that's their indoor version, but yeah, that's there was a video. Oh, look, we were playing
Neofetch. Right?
Neofetch. Yeah. That happened. Here it is. That's what I was looking for. Because I wanted to show everyone. I want an e-ink display, but they are get wrecked expensive, and black and white. When you think about color, but check this out. I want to show how this thing looks like outdoor.
And really, really slow refresh.
No, well, this thing's 60 hertz.
Yeah, it's just
Look at
the
that.
inks are.
That's your standard on the front backlight. That's on the sun, bro.
Yeah, that's good.
Like, I'm down with everything but the price.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that movie?
Top Gun.
Top Gun? Oh.
Yeah, it was
The new
a
one?
trailer for the new one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
That was
like,
a new Top Gun?
Yeah,
like,
it was made
I
like
don't-
9 years ago, but then the thing happened.
Right, yeah. I keep forgetting about that too. It was the same thing with Free Guy. I remember seeing trailers for Free Guy, and then they shut up about it for a year, and then it's like, it's on Netflix.
It was like Morbius, man.
Oh man.
Talk about something that just get kept pushing. Black Widow had the same thing happen to it.
Except Black Widow needed to come out like 2 years before its scheduled release date.
Right.
Like its originally scheduled release date for anyone to give a shit.
It is so hard to find. I really want to swap out our tried and true heart attack inducing Acer B28K.
Yeah.
Right. I think there's some numbers in there legit too.
YMD.
Yeah. Like, why can't you be normal Acer monitors? Right?
And then it just starts blaring the alarm.
Gifts you can hear. Like a 32, 34 inch ultra wide, not even UHD, but like 1440, something like that, just for the dog. Can't find one that's not curved.
Nope.
You know what? I too am looking at a replacement for this old Acer one. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just a little old in the tooth. There's like, you can get a newer,
We have
better
better
monitor.
display technology, right?
Yeah. It's a valiant soldier. This one will be going to the kid then, because the girlfriend already has one of my Samsung hand-me-downs.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
But yeah, just trying to find one that's not curved. The only type of curved monitor I will have in my house is if I can find like a 13 or 14 inch.
Just a little one for no reason.
Yeah, and I want like a hard curve on it too.
It's basically like the monitor equivalent of the letter V.
Gonna hit it at an angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing crazy like that. Linux Neuro. Mine's for like legitimate single use. It will serve two purposes. This monitor does two things. It runs the DAW and it runs TweetDeck. That's it.
Yeah, I guess for TweetDeck you need the horizontal.
Yeah, I want more real
Like
estate
all
this
of the
way.
columns that you can see at once.
But I mean, the good thing about this is like when I'm recording videos and stuff, it's good because 3840 by 2160 pixel aspect, and smash that down, enlarge it, and nothing gets weird. But I don't know. I've seen some crazy like wide ones. Acer had a refurb wide one that I should have fucking bought. It was just me going, oh, I don't need it. Like, this one still works. So I don't know. The most atrocious thing about the entire picture is having a number pad next to your keyboard without a number pad.
Going out of your way to get a 60% keyboard and then numpad.
And I mean that you clearly went out of your way to do that. It's not like you bought the kit and it came with a wireless number pad.
It's not even an 80% keyboard, it's a 60%. It's teeny tiny.
Yeah, it's pink too. So you pick that one out, and then you're like, shit. I punch it up. That's a retroactive purchase too, where like you bought it because you didn't expect to be punching in a lot of numbers, and then all of a sudden you got to punch in a shit ton of numbers.
I don't know. Here's what I think. Here's my thought behind that. I think most people when they order a keyboard with that number, they're like, I never use the number pad. Then you're like, fuck. Apparently, I use the number pad a lot. Huh?
Dude, if you do any sort of computer networking, you got to use a number pad.
Oh fuck yes.
Yeah. Punching in IP addresses and shit like on just like the regular keyboard, that's a non-starter. No. Yeah.
Like you could. I mean that. I don't know exactly what layer of hell that is, but it's one of them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, or if you do like accounting or shit, you just need like the calculator, right?
Right.
There's the buttons. Punch them in.
You get UPS tracking numbers. That's good. I mean, any type of like data entry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And anything where you need to input like long, complex series of numbers, it really does help to like.
Except for that one time I had to manually key in an IPv6.
Yeah.
That was a mixture of like confusion and mistypes. And,
Yeah, it's like dead beef : 1 EA B C.
Was that colon or colon? Right.
Yeah. You know, I do appreciate that they let you just do colon if that entire extent is just zeros. They're just like, yeah, we're gonna cut you a break. Yeah, we're not gonna make you punch in all those zeros.
That was some bullshit. I don't know. Like I use number pad enough to where I have it, but I use my number pad most of the time in DaVinci Resolve, mainly because it's got a backspace button on it, and I can hit it with my thumb to delete shit while using my trackball. Like I'll never give that up until this dies, and I'll immediately give it up and get something else. Dedicated separate numpad. I wouldn't have the only time I've had a separate numpad is that's what I used to use to switch the show.
Yeah, the makeshift Stream Deck.
Yeah, like well, USB cheap. I mean, it's still somewhere. I mean, it worked. Got the job done.
Yeah, no, that's the advantage of the one that Linux Nuru has there is it has the custom firmware that you can flash. TMK, I think.
That's what
so
I need.
you can literally make it like F13, F14, all the way up to F26 if you'd like.
Man, if you could only do that in software without having to flash your mother and keyboard, Pedro, that'd be awesome. Oh man, that's not something I'd ever admit. You're like, what happened to your keyboard? I would never told you that I bricked it trying to. No, I would not. 4 layers. Yeah, I'm happy with my just like regular. Now listen, anybody wants to get me one of those $500 DaVinci Resolve keyboards? Then we're talking.
Linux Nuru also happens to be working on a $300 keyboard.
Yeah, but it doesn't have a jog dial on it, man.
No. It has a separate split spacebar. That's what.
I couldn't bring myself to do it. Now, the laughable thing about the DaVinci Resolve keyboard is it used to be $1,000.
Okay, if you're just getting your company to buy it, that's fine.
Yeah. Right. Right. I'm like, $500 isn't like $300, and I'd hate myself for like 9 months, but I could do it. I could get through it. $500? And nobody wants to sell a used one because they spent $1,000 on it, so they're not going to. Yeah, right. You know, like when you buy a new one for half of that, because Blackmagic was like, yeah, it takes like there's like $30 of material in this. Yeah, of course we could shave half the price.
But the R&D for the firmware. Yo, you mean the one you took from the internet?
I'd use that. You could probably spill like 3 drinks in there before it really get nasty.
You could probably spill a whole can of Coke and only one of the keys would get sticky.
I'm just saying, man.
Yeah, we had the same idea there, North Ranger.
What is this, a keyboard for ants? It needs to be at least 3 times as large.
I'd be down with that. As long as it didn't click.
You see that Razer logo at the bottom? Yeah, it clicks.
No, man, that just means it blinks.
Blinks and clicks. It's got to be like visually and orally obnoxious as well. And it is 10 keyless. Yes, you're right, Scott.
It is, yes. That's an 87% one. Yep.
I think in this case they ran out of material to make the numpad, so I'm going to give that one a pass.
Cherry MXL. Yeah, dude, here's the thing, man. Yeah, I mean, something that big, you could set up like a mic array under the keyboard to mic all the switches. Then you can have like a sub to really annoy the fuck out of everyone.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Every time you hit a key, your chest vibrates. Like,
My hipster ass wants a fucking keyboard with an abacus on the side. Goddamn.
Yeah. An abacus that works, though. Like, it actually inputs into the fucking computer. That would be...
Yes.
oh, that could be hijacked for interesting things. It's like, oh, this is an analog motion thing now. We can do many things with this.
You know what? I still don't know how to fucking use an abacus.
No, but I can Google it, motherfucker.
I read about it at one point and I never committed it to memory. So, yeah. I don't know either.
Yeah, at one point in school, I remember, like, yeah, you're going to have to learn how to use this. And then, like, you have but, like, I can go buy a calculator for, like, $5 at Staples. And,
dude, as a child, my mom taught me how to use a slide ruler. Like, for the little plot calculation shit. I'm like, dude, like, that's enough. I don't remember any of that.
Yeah, slide rules? Yeah, no idea. If I were stuck in ancient Greece, I'd be fucked.
No, you wouldn't. You'd be like the guy with a slide rule.
I guess.
Oh, no.
I guess I could, like, hit people with it.
Those barrels are heavy, even when they're empty.
Bunk.
Yes.
I mean, that one seems to be empty, judging from the bounce.
You see, this is dangerous. They should have had some warning hover crabs around this.
Oh man! So in lower decks, they had a bit about this episode where they had like a Klingon who's like, I bent down to pick up a peanut, and then my spine snapped. I demand an honorable warrior's death. And it's like the medical examination to test your medical ethics. I lost my I bent down to pick up a peanut and I snapped my spine. That shit just killed me.
I still haven't watched season 2 of that. I need to...
That's from season 2. Season 2 is a lot better than season 1.
That's good.
Yeah. Season 1 was actually okay by the end of it, but I think it takes like every Star Trek about a season to figure out sort of like what it's doing.
Isn't that right, Picard?
And then they all get arrested. The end.
Oh man, I'll tell you what. I watched the new TV spot for the opening credits for Strange New World. I'm like, I'm down. Like, I think that one's going to be a fun track.
Yeah, if they're just gonna go do like classic Trek shit, then I'm down for it, right?
Yeah.
Like let's not do like fancy stories. Let's just do episodic stuff. Pop in, have a good time.
All right, everyone, ready to get this underway? Maybe. The update
now I'm thinking about Picard. Thanks, Ben. I blocked out all of that
man,
shit.
I wanted to get you in the mood. 506, that's good. All right. What wrong button will I hit this week? Stay tuned.
Power off. Yeah, it's like, I'm going to go shut down this machine right now. And I just shut down my machine.
I can do that from the Stream Deck. It's remote.
Like, you underestimate my powers.
Right.
of accidentally shutting this computer down.
Like, I just did that in my head. I'm like, fuck, yeah, if I kept the pie on, I could do Wake on LAN and just...
Yeah, it's time for another good idea, bad idea, LGC edition.
When is that getting a reboot?
Animaniacs?
Yeah, no, just Pinky in the Brain.
Oh. They did have, like, it was part of the Animaniacs reboot. Like, they did have, like, a 5-minute per episode Pinky in the Brain segment or whatever. But, yeah.
Okay. Well, Atomic, don't feel too bad. Last week I had to reset the clock on this many days since I shut down the computer I was SSH'd into when it happened to be the desktop.
Yep. It's a real easy mistake to make, especially, like... Yeah.
SSHFS mounted network shares, yes.
This is the one realistic, like, practical application of, like, Neuralink technology I can think of is just keeping keyboard focus on the window you're actually thinking of.
For me,
you start typing and the text field that you want to type in doesn't show up. It's like, oh god, where did I type that?
Yeah, oh fuck, I hit enter. Where did that go?
I mean, I did that last night when we got done playing Trackmania. I was went to go exit the server and I was in the wrong. It was another SSH session into the server, and it restarted. I'm like, God damn it! And I had to, I don't know. Problems. One day I'll learn to use tabs in terminal. For whatever reason, in my little monkey brain, it's like, just learn to use tabs. That'll fix all these problems. Like, nah.
I used to do Terminator for the splits.
I
used console because it does that too, and it's Control-Shift-8 to split horizontally and Control-Shift-9 to split vertically. There, done.
Yeah, on Mac, it's it's Command D for like horizontal, and then Command Shift D for vertical, or other way, whatever.
I was going to say like $29.95 in the App Store.
Yeah. No, this one was free. Credit to iTerm. They're actually open source. But yeah, I'm also big on the Terminator, like doing the splits. You can, especially when you're into multiple boxes, you can do the broadcast and be like, oh wait, I needed to put in the right host name on each of these guys. Fuck.
But yeah, no, it just have like a group of them on the same broadcast, and you can see everything, and then just the others completely separate. It's like, yes.
I'd still shut down the boxes and.
Oh no!
I'm not clever.
No. This way you can shut down 4 computers simultaneously.
Yes, you can do them all at once.
But those are all VMs. I just got to like count to 3 and they're back.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Last warning. We're about to jump into it.
Jump up, and get down.
Pump up the jam.
I don't have to hit that.
Pump it up?
While your feet are stumping.
Stumping?
What?
Stumping.
Oh.
Stomp. Stomp with an O. Stomp.
Not stump with a wood chipper. Yeah.
Yes, creating stumps. Yes.
No stomp. All right. Record. Good to go. Episode 506. It seems just like last week it was 505.
Yeah.
See, we're joking about that now, but when I'm senile, it's going to be even funnier.
Yeah.
And welcome back to another Linux Gamecast Weekly, the show that covers the latest Linux gaming news, reviews, how-tos, and most importantly, whatever the hell else we come up with. I'm Omelette Vin here at LGC Actual, switching the bits, doing the Nightmare Fuel. That man to my right, yeah, 506 episodes, kids. Still can't figure out the video thing. That is Jordan Swine, and to his right, no, stop. Is one pager Mateus, and together with you watching this live on Twitch, helping us form right button, Cocaine, Voltron, easy peasy, easy to remember, not affiliated with drugs, but you better ban.
It's 2 canes. We're very much into walking implements.
The game we're throwing chairs at this week, very much brought to you by drugs.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for that, because every now and then, We sort through a lot of bullshit. We do when it comes to games, but this is how you find the good ones. You got to give them a fair shake because you never know. Like the one we're playing this week, I looked at it like right when I was sitting, I'm like, oh, lovely, another hipster pixel top down. Turns out it's pretty good. But before we get started, we want to play a little bit of catch up, a little bit of PSA stuff. I've already been asked this a couple of times in email and now on Twitter. Like, what happened to our Spotify feeds? I had to reset them because we're now delivering video on Spotify.
Oh, very nice.
So if you open up Linux Gamecast and Spotify and you click play, and if you want, you'll see us and you can run screeching into terror. I would like to thank Jordan for filling in for Weekly Daily Tuesday, which was
Wednesday.
That was our first episode of LWDW with video on Spotify.
You mentioned Spotify's giving us another thing after we were done recording.
What?
The mailboxes.
Oh, right. Yeah, that. Also, there might be an option to send us voicemails directly from the app.
Oh, boy. That's going to be terrible.
Probably going to be a bad idea.
That doesn't sound right for abuse or anything.
Probably not. Tried a couple of new things on top of everything else, but I got Reaper doing some special stuff with some AV sync, just testing. I'm just saying that just in case, mainly for our live viewers if things just explode. But yeah, that's pretty. Oh, pro tip. Here's your free PSA, everyone. Make sure if you're going to buy, that was loud. If you're going to buy a DisplayPort cable that looks exactly like, and from the same company, from the same braided color matching as your USB-C cable, make sure it doesn't lock. Because when you're getting ready to pull the PC out and you look down, you're like, yeah, it's a USB cable, and you yank it, and you have that moment of terror where you realize, like, I just got that 3060 after waiting for 10 months. Did I just destroy it? It didn't have a lock on it. So we had that moment. Not proud of myself, but hey, how about you, Jordan? How about you, man? What's up?
I spent 3 hours on Monday projectile vomiting. That's how I spent my early part of the week. Yeah, so that was good stuff. Like Ben said, I showed up on Wednesday to cover for Jill. Yeah, no, it was very, very boring week. Lots of work stuff. If you're following from Thursday, I did pay my taxes on time.
You got that done?
I got that done. I adulted.
Oh man, I would have had the. It would have been too tempting to call the tax guy and be like, "Hey, man."
Dude, the fucking turnaround if you file digitally in Canada is really fast. I got my assessment notice like 5 minutes after I submitted. It was really good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like they have it pretty. But I was talking about this with Lonnie. Of course, the government wants to put as few barriers as possible between you and your money. So absolutely, they're going to make it.
That's not true for all countries.
they're gonna they have an incentive to make it as easy as possible to pay them and find out how much money you owe them. So yeah, surprise.
Pedro, you have improved your memory.
I have. Well, it still goes away if I, shut down for too long. But yes, I have 32 gigs of DDR4 3600, which now is even faster because I got the CL16 one. I had the previous one that I had was just 16 gigabytes, 3600, but it was CL18. So yes, it's more and better, faster RAM.
Harder, better, faster, stronger.
Yes.
I think we could say this one thing though, man. Out of everything, memory stayed kind of reasonable through all this nonsense. Yeah.
For a while, memory was kind of up there. It came down a little. It came down a little bit, but it's still a little pricier than I'd like to pay for it. But I also don't need to buy a new RAM. So
it was 150 pounds for the 32 gigs, which is like half of what it was about 2 years ago. So that's pretty good.
That's like $700 Canadian, man. Like you know how it is.
Oh, but hey, that's why we keep a swap file on the horse, baby.
Yeah, because it has very, very slow memory, and it runs on a spinning disk, which is weird because it's made out of goo. It's the Steam
Linux.
we got some new goo for the Steam Deck, eh?
Don't we, man? We got Steam Deck client and OS update. We're talking not one, not two, but multiple things like lock screens, power improvements, and more. But you know what? I'm really happy to see this because they've added a little thing that will let you know that your charger sucks. Do free.
Yep.
It just will, which I think that's pretty cool. Also, localized keyboards for 21 different layouts. That's pretty neat. And Jordan, you brought up a thing with the SD cards, right?
Yeah, so there's a problem where if you go buy some SD cards off Amazon, sometimes they don't actually have the amount of storage they say they do on the label or in the allocation table. So yeah, the Steam Deck now has a little check to see if your SD card is what it says it is, and which is good. Yeah.
I like that, but I want to, like, if you pop it in and it runs it and it detects it and it's great, it should say excellent, a la Bill and Ted, in the same way if you plop it in, you get the bogus.
Yeah, I'm sure Keanu's down for that.
Probably would do it.
Yeah, the lock screen is nice, though. Now no one can, snoop on your hentai games on the bus.
Until your drunk ass sets it one night.
Well,
there's a way around it. There's a little option in the corner. It's like, I forgot my thing.
Then it's going to ask you to give your verification code from your Steam Deck.
Yeah.
You have to type in your Steam password. That's basically it.
All right.
It would be kind of neat if they had a thing in the Authenticator app just to be like, yeah, unlock my...
That would require them updating the Authenticator app.
Shut up, Ben. They'll do it eventually if you complain enough.
Well, you know what? In all fairness, they're going to have to update. Is there one on Apple?
The Steam app, I think so.
Should be.
Yeah, for the Authenticator and the
We saw something that Apple has rolled out. And they're like, "Yo, you need to update your stuff every 2 years, or we're delisting you from the store."
Yeah, that's kind of poo poo. But
hey, you might get a new Steam app.
Maybe
could be.
Valve loves it when companies force them to do things.
You know what? Maybe if Epic Games should register for a new iTunes account and submit a new app called Gork Knight.
Submit the totally real engine.
Yeah. No, you just move everything up a letter. It's Epic Games and Gork Knight.
Oh man, Pedro, why shouldn't we update from the desktop though, man?
Yeah, no, as it turns out, if you're using the desktop mode in the Steam Deck, don't do the firmware updates from the desktop client. Apparently, there's a bit of a disconnect between the desktop client and the actual deck UI client, because, people were having issues, and Valve said, okay, if you did that and now you're stuck in a boot loop, time to download the recovery image and flash that. But yeah, this round of updates is what was in beta, which I'm very, very thankful that they actually fixed the issues that it was causing with my deck, which caused that half the games just wouldn't launch. But the new beta, that's the interesting one. Yes. It has some very, very nice things, including setting your screen refresh rate anywhere between 60 and 40 hertz. Yes, literally all the hertz in between. You can set your screen refresh rate to 53 hertz if you... For some reason, you like that.
Wait a minute, Pedro. So if I do it real quick, I can pretend I have variable refresh, right?
Yes.
What about the Hertz?
Though.
What about the Hertz donut? Doesn't support that.
I don't know about the Hertz donut, but I do know that it lets you basically
Did
the
you
frame
read
limiter.
The update, Jordan. They said they enabled Windows 11.
There's DPM, yes. But yeah, no. The actual frame limiter now just interprets the ratio from whatever the refresh rate was. So if you had it set to limit to 30, when you lower it to 40 now, you'll actually see that it's limiting it to 20. So you can play Avengers at the native frame rate. It's amazing. And they...
23 frames a second?
20. It was logged at 20. And they fixed the introduction of the Euro sign. Apparently, a bunch of the Euro keyboard layouts, which were introduced with the regular update, we're having issues with the euro symbol, so now you can talk euros with the rest of the EU peeps, not UK peeps. Go ahead.
So I was just going to ask because if you did update the client from the desktop, you are in Flexord land. Can you launch the recovery off of an SD card, or do you need a USB dongle to like plug in a flash drive?
Depends on the on the SD card, because the BIOS on the Steam Deck is very, very small in the kind of hardware that it supports, and some SD cards it just doesn't like and it doesn't boot from them.
Okay.
But yeah, some will work, others will not.
So kind of the moral from that is that 20-pack from Amazon.
Yeah, bogus! 20 times, baby.
All right. Roguelites. Apparently sales are coming.
Indeed. So Steam has these festivals coming out, and you like RNG heavy procedurally generated games? You
Love
like ultra grimdark fantasy games where you roll around a bunch until you get deaded? Does the phrase rinse and repeat tickle your pickle? Well, the Going Rogue Fest highlights a bunch of current new roguelikes, souls-like, rogue souls, and like-likes for your perusal. It's a pretty popular genre. For obvious reasons, from a game development perspective, doing rogue-style games means you don't have to actually worry about the level creation aspect of it, and you can just write a subsystem for it. Souls-likes are all the rage these days. People like playing them with their Donkey Kong Congos and their feet controllers. Yeah, and the article explains what the hell all this is, what a roguelike is, what a Souls-like is. I played like OG Rogue on my laptop because that was in the Fedora repo. So I'm gonna get my old man pants and hike them up until get off my lawn. But yeah, no, if you like that, there's gonna be a lot of demos out, as well as new games going on sale to tickle your RNG pickle.
Yeah, no, I like that Strider earlier in the week who was telling people that I made up the term roguelite, and on the very same day, Valve puts up the article explaining like what a roguelike is, what a roguelite is, and of course the
Pedro,
Souls-likes
the obvious answer is that
Metroidvania.
you stole it from Valve.
That's the thing. The term roguelite, I think the first time I saw it was Rogue Legacy. The Cellar Door games, they were the ones that described Rogue Legacy as a roguelite. So, okay, all right, roguelite it is.
I have an entirely unrelated thought. Does the existence of Crystal Light imply the existence of Crystal Heavy? Is that just meth?
I mean,
see, are you putting an H after the C?
well,
and is it
my
an
is
I or
like in
Y?
what radius to a Disney World are we talking about?
Pi. That's the radius.
I'm really glad to see this though, because what I think about, it's not my gem, but I'm going to try all this. Why? Because back in the NES ages, I enjoyed Metroid. I enjoyed Castlevania. Just there was that fusion, a little too spicy for me, but I always want to run into one. Like, I want to get hung up on a game like Pedro is on Dark Souls.
You just get, like, I guess that was Hollow Knight for you for a while. You were getting lost in there, right? Like,
Metroidvania, 100%.
Metroidvania, yeah. But yeah, no, I like that Valve is actually explaining this to people, because as it turns out, the Steam Deck drummed up a lot of interest in Japan, go figure. And there's a lot of Japanese peeps who were never exposed to the roguelike genre at all, because PC gaming wasn't really a thing for them. So that makes a lot of sense.
Speaking of things that make perfect sense, Steam is now on the Snap Store.
Oh, snap.
And you can help test it. Following an announcement at last, Canonical says, going all in to improve Linux gaming on Ubuntu, which is good. As part of that effort, they want to simplify and smooth out the bumps currently involved in getting a gaming setup up and running on the Ubuntus. And atop their list is bringing Steam to the Snap Store. It's going to be packaged by Canonical, not Valve. No word on whether... Yeah, Valve's already like, we use Arch now.
Hey, Canonical, remember when you said you were getting rid of 32-bit and we said bye and move to Arch?
Peace.
Yeah.
They're long gone
Okay.
now.
This is early access, and so expect bugs and gaps in features, integration, performance. And this is from Ken, and he adds that his team will iterate quickly to fix anything that comes up, and it goes on in a little bit more detail. But one thing says, this is from Ubuntu. All this is going to be in our show notes. To quote this, Canonical has also revealed it's hiring an entire team dedicated to improving the gaming experience on Ubuntu. To which I'll retort, are you? Really?
Yeah, it's a shame they turned away all of those like very qualified, highly passionate candidates who would have really were driven this initiative to like a material conclusion. I don't know. I mean, so from Valve's perspective, I mean, they don't really care, right? They don't want any barriers. Much like the Canadian government, they don't want any barriers between you and your wallet.
Yeah, Valve's been like really chill, but like, yeah, distribute it however you want. Because you remember that was an issue back in the day. People were scared to include and I was like, whatever.
Yeah. And the one thing that interests me is, Snap is a containerized solution. Steam uses Pressure Vessel, which is Flatpak-esque. I wonder how those two interact, and what's the performance? What are going to be some of those difficulties that come up?
I mean, if you tried launching a game in Proton, you notice that it takes a while sometimes. And then when you try to launch a Snap, you notice that it takes a while sometimes. Now,
I don't know. I've never launched a Snap. I don't touch the stuff.
You launched the Flatpak. You got the taste.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is the thing that got me in this article was like the very first thing, which was following an announcement. Canonical says it's going all in to improve the Linux gaming on Ubuntu. As part of that effort, they want to simplify and smooth out the bumps currently involved in getting a gaming setup on Ubuntu. Let's introduce Steam as a snap, which not only will it run worse, it will actively slow down the boot of your computer. Because if you have multiple snaps installed, your computer's probably taking about 10, 20, 30 seconds longer to boot than if
Pedro,
it didn't.
This is why you didn't get hired, because you don't understand the Snap story.
Clearly.
It's secure. It's better, you guys. Absolutely.
I got to look at it from devil's advocate. Here I go, defending Snaps.
Okay, let's hear it.
If you're going to be inside the Canonical ecosystem, the Ubuntu ecosystem, I understand what they're trying to do. Let's snap what we can. We were talking about in the pre-sewer shows, and snaps make sense. Well, the best case for snaps is, IoT server side, desktop containerization. But if that's the road that they're going, at least have everything lined up so you're not dealing with half-apt, half snaps. Just have it there, click it. And if they're going to maintain it and they're going to make it run, I don't have a problem with it. I'm not going to use it, but
yeah, I mean, as long as we were.
I'm
talking
just
about
thinking for
on
like
Thursday,
I'm thinking about the new user, and we are very far removed from that. We forget that a lot of times. That first just launching up. Oh, install the Steam. I just click that, and from the development side, we can guarantee that they're going to have everything that they need for Steam out of the box. There it is.
Yeah, and I mean, you can always go to the Steam website, download the deb, and I'm sure, we talked about on Thursday with the Firefox stuff, there's going to be some PPA that will allow you to install.
Someone in the community will actually package it properly.
Or you can be like me last time I rebuilt the Threadripper in here. I mean, you rarely install Steam between unless you're constantly nuking and paving. And on Debian, it's like, where's the Steam? I know the Steam package, and this was 30 minutes later. I'm like, right, I need to go edit my apps and add non-free to this because it's Debian. But simplifying things like that, I installed the Flatpak. I'm like, that works, but it was kind of early days back then. So, hey, if they want to do this, I would like to see them get, a focused gaming initiative, but I don't know who that's going to be, because out of the people I do know and people we've made friends with over the last decade, and none of them.
Nope.
No.
A couple other people outside our circle spoke up, and they said they applied and didn't get the job either. So
right.
Yeah.
We don't need to worry about that, because Jordan posted earlier this week, and he's like, put it in mine veins.
Yeah. So I was derping around YouTube listening to some gaming crap. It's the eternal autoplay. And I saw this thing, I'm like, this looks suspiciously like FTL. This is Trigon, A Space Story. It came out this week, actually. And yeah, it is 3D ass FTL. It looks very, very nice. It runs a little bit like poop on my 1080 Ti, but yeah, it's basically FTL with the serial numbers filed off. The battles are a lot more intense. This game does not fuck around the way FTL kind of does in the early game, and it's sort of like going from like Back 4 Blood to Left 4 Dead, right? Like same core system, but like different set of priorities. And so like there's a lot more like character management. Characters have like abilities now. The game actually wants you to retreat, which is kind of a weird one, but yeah. I'm certainly into it. I'll definitely be playing more of it. I bought it, I downloaded it to play it, and I poked my head up like 45 minutes later, like, oh, okay, that was fun.
There is a demo for it. That's what I was like, you know what, I'll go try this, because FTL is not my thing. I see it's got mixed reviews. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm curious. I gotta, what are the popular negative? Game needs a massive balance overhaul. Oh, get good, scrub.
Yeah, it's fucking hard. It kicked my ass. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know enough about this type of game. That's why I was throwing it to Jordan to comment on it. Other than I love seeing demos. We're getting more and more of those. Let's bring that back. That is great. Or if it's time demo or I know it's extra work, but it's still brilliant. It makes me happy to see them. And you can die in the tutorial in this game. Ask me how I know, baby.
You were reading the reviews and you didn't actually read the interesting one, which is FTL but less interesting. And then the person goes, this is infuriating on many levels because apparently if one specific dude dies, your ship blows up. Yes, and he's like,
that is one thing that bugs me about that. Yeah, you have a captain, and if the captain dies, then the mission is scrubbed. Where in FTL, you could just be like, okay, look at you, you're the captain.
You got promoted, yeah. But yeah, no. Then the person who wrote the review is like, I have to put up with this nonsense from executives in my day job. I don't need that bullshit in my video games.
Yeah. I think I'm definitely going to be trying. I'm going to be streaming some of it on this coming Thursdays. So if you want to see what it's about, check it out.
2.5D FTL. I mean, yeah. How about?
Yep.
How about we
slower
revisit
than
something?
Light?
Well, an Ultra Deluxe, a blast from the past. A game that my shining moment from this game was, well, the original is legitimately earning the achievement.
Yes.
Me and Icky, Ryan C., we both had that back and forth about like, okay, let's not fast forward time. And we waited, what was it, 5 years or 7 years?
5 years.
Yeah. The go outside achievement.
Yeah.
I installed it today just to get that. I'm like, oh yeah, I should do that.
Yeah, so. And it does work because, yeah, if you did wait for that long and then launch the game, it very much gives you the achievement. But hey, now's a chance to start it up again, or maybe buy the new version, the Ultra Deluxe, as Van was hinting at. It is, it's more Stanley Parable. It is
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It is, it's like they took the already fairly self-entwined...
I want that motivational poster.
Yeah, a guy with knives in his back getting kicked off a cliff.
Yeah.
It's the best way is if you played Superliminal but never played the Stanley Parable, imagine what Superliminal does with its mechanics, but doing that with the narrative of the game instead. Not just the plot narrative that you're given by the developers, but the one that you yourself input with your own agency as a player.
Oh yeah, it's the game is a war between you and the narrator. Absolutely.
It's amazing. It is actually one of the games that I will unashamedly admit that I played for the story. I'm very much a mechanics first type of person, but the story here is good, and I tried to be cleverer than the developers and do like the Portal, find the cake, run and get out of the map and go to places you're not supposed to be. And the game actually let me believe that I had succeeded for a good 30 minutes. And then the narrator comes back. It's like, Stanley, oh shit, they planned for this. Fuck.
The only thing I hope, one thing I do want to say about this is hopefully it's a bit longer than the original because, I mean, it only had about, I finished the game in about 10, 15 minutes. And I felt like I could get a little bit more for my money this time, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Well,
There's so many different endings, so much stuff you can do. It's
Dude,
yeah,
it's impressive.
Knowing that it's Stanley Parable, I fully expect, like, the first thing I'm going to do is, like, what's the file size on this? Because I'm expecting some frog fraction level type nonsense.
they did say they're updating it, though, and it does have a native Linux version. Do you think we're getting the native VKD3D or DXVK with this?
I don't know.
XVK native, probably. Yeah.
I guess it might depend on whatever Unity farts out these days. But,
Well, no, the original game was Source.
Source.
oh, it was done in Source.
Yeah.
I don't know, probably shrug emoji. That one.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
The-
the
the-
new
the
Source
shrug
games have the XVK native, so.
Yeah.
Good enough. Good to see.
All right. Well, coming up next, Twitch cuts like a knife, and we get to smash.
Twitch cuts like a knife.
Cuts like a knife. I'm making a Brian Adams joke. It's a Canadian thing. Come on.
Damn Canadians. All right. Hey, what are these people doing when they're Bing suggesting things?
Why then Stone? They are suggesting titles that they can then go to vote.linuxgamecast.com and vote on. And maybe we'll pick one, and it will be the episode title for Linux Gamecast Weekly, episode 506.
Let's take a look and see what we have. Better, faster, stronger. Wiring your... All right, I'll give that a vote. But hey, I adulted, but hey. Charger sucks. Fepic Games, Fortnite. I like that.
That's one thing that Valve introduced, which is you can reset the USB-C connection for it to renegotiate the power delivery on the USB-C port. And you can actively just reset stuff, just plug it in and keep doing it to force it to reset and redo the thing. I'm sure there's abuse to be had with that, but I haven't found any actual use for it other than, okay, thing didn't work properly. There, done.
How is Wayland on NVIDIA? They haven't released any new drivers, so
Yeah, I have not
no.
jaunted over because I've at one point I was looking for the file I need to edit to enable that on Fedora, and then I gave up.
Yeah, you're like, I remember these days. We're beyond that.
Yeah, I was like, it's in some init script somewhere, and it's like, and I you just gotta comment out two things, but I also don't want to like go look for it anymore. Here's like on this box, it boots into XFCE all the time. I would go to GNOME for like 15 minutes, be like, that's neat.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
It's not worth the effort. Yeah.
And you know what? That XKCD still holds true in 2022 with like quality of life versus having to
Number of
tango with
times.
the Xorg config. And
Yeah.
because I had that for over half an hour, wondering why when I got the 3060 in, trying to add my indirect rendering that I have set up for OpenGL over SSH, and wouldn't start. And I'm like, okay, maybe I just need to move it above like display options in the config file, and no. And I finally just erased it, pasted it back in out of desperation, and it worked. I'm like, fine. No idea what I've done.
Like the MS-DOS new line characters being different. Maybe you had a Rogue One in there.
I think that was my line of thought. I'm like, maybe something got messed up in the copy pasta buffer.
Yeah.
There's some hidden character or some shit.
Something.
Yeah.
And like, of course X was being useful and NVIDIA was being as useful. It was like, oh, check out the log. It was like, derp.
Blech.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
the fucking vomit. Yeah, the completely unhelpful vomit.
Yeah, NVIDIA on Linux is nice, and unless you're like on my laptop, I'm like, yeah, get an AMD if you can.
Yeah, I mean, I had that thing where like, oh man, I have a really old laptop on an old Fedora install, but it also has my working switchable graphics config for NVIDIA, so I'm keeping that.
That's one of the things that the Ubuntu remixes got right. Most of them, if you have the NVIDIA card enabled and you tick the box to install the proprietary drivers, it sets up the switch for you. You just get a little icon on the tray that you can switch between the two, and you need to log out of the session, go back in.
See, there's like a super dope reason. Like if I had to get back into like carrying a laptop for work or anything, I would get a System 76 running pop because I want that shit to work out of the box. I don't want to ever touch it.
Oh, actually, you know why I also really value that Xorg conf? Because I bugged Aaron Plattner about that, and I had him check my work.
Yeah.
And he was nice enough to fucking,
He'll
humor
get back
me.
to you, yeah.
Yeah, like that dude is a G. Like there are good people at NVIDIA.
Aaron got me the UDEV rule to make the NVIDIA Shield controller actually working properly with Linux.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he gave me an Xorg thing to fix my busted EDID config in my old monitors. Like, yeah, he's a straight up bro. Like, I haven't talked to the guy in years, so I really don't want to bug him for anything.
Ever since Google Plus went away. Hi, Aaron, if you're still watching. Thank you.
That was the great thing about Google Plus is like I actually connected with people that like whose work I admired and like could have a conversation with them. And be like,
It was kind of like it was LinkedIn without the recruiter bullshit.
Yeah, it was like, and it was very weird because I had a conversation with like a comics artist. I'm like, yeah, you showed up in my chat thing, and I know this is crazy unsolicited, but I'm a big fan of your work, and I just want to say thanks for putting stuff out. And he's like, oh, well, thank you.
Then he sent you some feet pic.
No. Well, I mean, like these days, you just go to celebrityfeetarchive.com. There's like it's like your Discord ID. It's like a string of like 6 numbers or whatever.
Why would you waste your time with that weird stuff when there's our celebrity armpits?
Our celebrity armpits. I'm an OG. Before this Reddit stuff, I was creeping on celebrity feet the way God intended on a forum, on the PHPB forum.
Oh man. The little Twitch thing and.
Where are you a bigger fan of, Envision or PHPBB?
I always used PHPBB. That was the first online forum software that and SQL. Was like that, and like my first CMS I set up was PHP Nuke, and rest is the rest, man. Yeah, getting a gaming setup on Linux is a little smoother than it was back in '95.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, there's even dedicated Linux gaming device being sold nowadays, and very well received.
What are you talking about? That Ouya ripoff?
Right.
The Steam Deck?
Ouya.
Ouya was the Linux-based console, you guys.
It was. I mean, that Linux VM, man.
Technically Android, yes.
Yeah. An open console. Remember? Oh man. And now you can find them in like fucking Goodwills, and they will pay you to take them.
Oh, Q3. That's no fun. Yeah.
Yeah. If you order one of the 64 gig variants, like the cheaper ones, apparently, the orders, those just moved to Q3 now because there were a lot of people ordering those that got into Q2. Probably very late Q2, but they got it.
You got to figure there's going to be probably, I'm guessing, at least somewhere around 15% of people going don't have the money to buy it, or I just wanted the feels of reserving a Steam Deck. So those are getting shifted. So I think some surprise ones are popping up for people. I'm like, ooh.
I don't know, because like also when reservations happened or opened up, like I don't know, I filled up my girlfriend's car, and the prepaid thing starts you off at like, would you like to authorize up to $100 worth of gas?
What?
And that was for 40 liters. That's bad. Yeah, so maybe you don't have that Steam Deck money anymore. Cost of stuff has been getting kind of expensive lately.
Low price.
Yeah.
All right. What we got next? We got that. And
Yeah, no, my next big thing is going to be the 5900X, because, well, clearly AMD doesn't want me to buy a 6700 XT, because those are still 650 pounds. So, new processor it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what's happening in October times. That's when I've allowed myself to go spend some stupid money on a video card. Otherwise, like if nothing gets reasonable, I guess I'm gonna be rocking the 1080 Ti into 2023.
It's looking like that.
Well, there's something on Reddit today. It was like Intel or Nvidia came out. They're like, yeah, we're expecting the chip shortage to like go into 2024.
It's especially with what's happening in mainland Europe. It is monitors.
Well, tricky.
We've been trying to order monitors, and it's like, yeah, because of what's happening, we can't get them. Okay. Do you go into a desktop mode that often that KDE bothers you that much?
Well, if you're using it as just a PC, it is just a PC.
Well, yeah, if it is your computer, yes. But yeah, if it is just a gaming device, I like KDE. I use KDE on this box. But yeah, no, I've been to the desktop session like twice.
Is single click run on the Steam OS KDE desktop? That's one thing I'm not a fan of.
Yes, it is enabled by default because touchscreen.
Right? Yeah, touchscreen. Yes, yes.
Yeah, I don't know. One of the things that they fixed with the beta was now you can actually, it does the debus thing where it automatically detects if you tap into a text field, it spawns the on-screen keyboard with the areola typing and whatnot. Very nice. Finally, that's should have been there from the start, but hey. But some stuff it just doesn't recognize, like terminal windows. You open console, you tap inside console, and the thing doesn't come up. Why? That's the text thing. Come on.
When are you going to repaste your deck?
I don't know if I'm going to repaste it. That paste seems fine. I am going to put the 256 gig NVMe at some point in there. It's just that the 64 gigs is plenty. I'm putting all the games on the SD cards.
All right. Let's water cool it.
Oh, there are people, because of the fan noise, there are people putting tape, like in this area here.
Over the grill?
No.
No, not the grill. Like the fan, the actual fan is here.
Yeah.
So people are putting tape here and blocking out the little hole for the like the center of the fan where it rotates. And that apparently is getting rid of a lot of the noise.
One thing we didn't mention in the update, they optimized some of the fan curves
Yes.
for the Steam Deck. So,
And it's people complaining that the fan on the Steam Deck is loud have never used a Dell 5410 or a Dell 5420 or a 5400 even.
typically don't have any of those near my face. In my defense.
It's no, those laptops, the fans on those laptops drown out any Steam Deck fan noise easily.
What's the fan like on the Switch?
You know, I haven't been playing a lot on my Switch lately.
You need to eat more fiber.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Well, I spent most of my week throwing up, so it's okay. I don't know. I'm kind of like deaf to fan noise because I used to sleep with a fan next to my head, so I just kind of instinctively.
I too slept with my desktop PC on.
Oh no, I'm talking about a fan, man. I can't
yeah.
go to bed unless I got a fan hit me, man. Like,
Well, the room that I sleep in is pretty well ventilated, so I don't really need one anymore. But yeah, like I used to sleep with a fan right next to my head, so I just kind of drown out fan noise. Like I'm just selectively deaf to it.
yeah, fan noise is never really. Fan noise only bothers me in this room because obvious reasons, but outside of that, man, dude, I bought way back in the day. I had a tornado fan. Like that thing, unreal. I'm sure there's YouTube videos of people just spinning one of those things up. They were ridiculous. It's something like 10,000 something RPM. Yeah, I got Noctuas. I got the, what, not 122, or what are they, two? What's bigger than the 120?
The 240
140.
240s? Are they 240s?
140 and then 200.
What size are our case fans, Jordan? Thank you. The bigger
Probably
than 120
140.
ones.
the big ones, yeah. I don't know.
They're the if you put a 120 in the mounts, it, plenty of room around it. So I'm like, okay, and it's the one on the Noctua TR4 Threadripper. Those fans and
140s.
140s, and that's throughout the entire case. But I don't know. That's something I'm curious about because that Noctua, even though the Threadripper is super quiet, and I'm, for better or for worse, hellbent on not destroying this 3060, so I'm probably going to get a little water cooler, but 3 120s, is it going to end up being like a net positive for sound, though? I don't think it is. I think it's going to make more noise water cooling the damn thing.
You can spin them at a lower speed since there's 3 of them.
But yeah, still got to get rid of the heat.
Yeah. But as long as they have good enough static pressure, you can spin them at a slower speed.
I mean, these don't spin fast enough to hear.
Yeah.
See, here's my nightmare scenario. I'm like, oh no, I can just buy 3 more Noctua fans, which will be more than the damn water cooling kit.
Yes.
Then, did I really save any money getting a 3060? No. Oh man, like a record, baby. God damn, I miss 80s music videos. Shit took place in an 80s music video. There was a story that was gonna...
There was a very drug-infused story, yes.
I mean, 80s were a terrifying time, but I'm a sucker for a good music video. And even like Rammstein, they released they still do music videos, but
they do, and they put some budget into those too,
right?
Like, but I think it's very much like a boutique thing. Like someone I saw the new Ailstorm music video, and that is like shot on a handy cam, done on like Windows Movie Maker shit, because the record companies don't want to pay for that anymore. If you like promoting your song is now just like getting a high number of views on Spotify.
But you can still
Google
do
Play.
that. I mean, you can make a something I drag out in one way I'm arguing about music videos and qualities of them is I take out the music video for Corrosion and Conformity's Albatross. Because that was done on like a cheap home VHS camera. Good music video. Service.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of gifs you can hear.
Oh man, imagine the makeup budget on that.
Oh man, I was watching the Arnold Strongman classic, and in the middle of the things they're like, oh yeah, and here's D. Snyder for some fucking reason.
Why not?
Yeah, Twisted Sister. He's there watching Strong Guys. All
right. Right. I mean, case in point. Yeah, a story took place in an 80s music video.
Do 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 do. Yeah.
All right.
The only Static X song I can think of is The Only. Because it was a part of...
Undead. Go.
Don't
It
know.
was a part of the Need for Speed Underground, the first one, soundtrack.
I like the Static X cover of "Gimme Shock Treatment" by the Ramones.
There was the one song, Static X, like Queen of the Dam. It was on Queen of the Dam soundtrack. Had a good video. I couldn't tell you the song. I remember the video. That's it.
I mean, like, Static X, like, are Rip Wayne, right? But, like, it was very much one of those, like, Motorhead AC/DC style bands where, like, they played the one song. But,
Right.
yeah, but,
I mean, you knew what you're
get
going to
into
get
it.
when you listen. Right.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so, or like a Rob Zombie, right? Like, sometimes you're just in the mood for
Dracula. Right.
digging through ditches and burning through witches, man. Sometimes.
All right, everyone. News. Coming to use soon. I'm on the right tip. That's good.
Do we got any people we got to thank last minute?
We can thank all
12 gamer.
All 12 gamer.
Yes.
All 12
Oh,
gamers.
no, sorry. Al 12 gamer, not all. It's just the one Al.
Okay.
You can call me all.
Call me.
You can be my daddy.
You know what? There needs to be a new category. There's a category of can it run Doom, but there needs to be a category, can it play the fucking Apple video?
Bad Apple, yeah.
Because I was just thinking, like, I've seen that play on so many fucking devices now. All right. Let's do it. In 3, 2.
And if you're wondering what the Linux Gamecast music video clip would look like,
Screaming.
Probably
Screaming
a lot.
nonstop.
Spotify
A lot
wants
of
us to make a
this.
trailer intro.
But that is something that we're open to your contributions as well, for not just for that, but for that
Leg
included.
warmers.
Oh,
Going
man.
to wear leg warmers.
Dude, we gotta put that on the Amazon wish zone. But yeah, if you want to fund the Linux Gamecast music video, where I guess we're just doing a shot-for-shot remake of Gay Bar, I think that sounds about right.
Down.
Head on over to patreon.com/gamecast. Become a patreon.com/you. I want to take you to a gay bar. No, patreon.com/LinuxGamecast. Become a Patreon. Get some cool stuff like access to our Discord channel. You can get that by subbing to us on Twitch as well. We gotta thank all 12 Gamer for subbing to us on Twitch for 3 months. So thanks
For
a lot.
X3. good
X3. Yeah,
That's a game. That's a game series that's got like a massive following that I was going to get into.
Oh yeah, because it's 4X, right? Like
Yeah.
Or the third Triple X movie where they got Vin Diesel back because no one wanted to see Ice Cube. I think that was the one. Anyways, let's not talk about crappy Vin Diesel movies yet. But yeah, becoming a patron gets you some cool stuff as well. Access to Discord, early show note access. If you're Death Note or above, you get your name in the credits. You get video feed for the pre super shows, and if you're an executive producer, which you can also just listen to on Discord as well if you just want to get your ears tickled. Ven, do you have any cool stuff coming down the Patreon exclusive pike?
How dare you? Man, I got all the parts together. I posted that on Twitter earlier this week as I have the IKEA version of that damn NetJack video I've been working on left and right. And I don't like promising anything. I got to do the talkie bits over it, but I think it's in its last incarnation. So if you've ever been curious about audio YP, you know, how we have everything tied together in the studio using not a ton of cables. I even did a visual aid demonstration, all that fun stuff. Stay tuned for that. I got to feel like at least in the next week or two, everything's going to be together. And I'd like to invite anybody, if you like physics platforming, but it's really fast and happens to take place with wheels, we do the Trackmania thing, man. Trackmania is a cheap game. It's like $9 when it's full price. It's almost never full price. Runs on a calculator. We load up new tracks. We got a Linux server that's running 24/7. But on Tuesdays, we put in 14 new tracks. We play them. We get good at them. And on Friday, we do a points match where you can win Vin Stein's unredeemed Humble Keys. Because I got 72 pages of it. And I loved giving away not only a documentary a couple of weeks ago, because I didn't know I had keys for a documentary. I thought that was hilarious.
Indie game, the movie?
I don't remember what it was. I think Michael got it. Last week, I was able to hand out a shiny new copy of like PGA Tour Golf 2021.
Is it the one where you can fight Tiger Woods' wife as Tiger Woods?
I don't know, man. I was like, that's brilliant. And I think Alan won something. But yeah, we do it for fun. We do it to hang out. We have audio live in the after shows and voice channel. It's just an excuse to play around. So we're not there. Yeah, it's screwing around. You can do some try hard stuff, trying to get those points. And we have a thing set up to where if you're in like 6th or 7th place, you get bonus points to keep you in the game. So you don't have to finish first. You just don't want to be last. But yeah, thanks everybody for letting us do this.
Yeah, if you don't want more Trackmania shenanigans, you can maybe cover yourself in Linux Gamecast apparel before you get hit by a motor vehicle. Store.linuxgamecast.com. Go buy yourself some t-shirts, some stickers, some coffee cups.
You know what I need to pull the trigger on?
What?
The Jordan Swag yoga pants.
Oh yeah, with my face on each butt cheek? Absolutely.
Oh no, total leg print. So I'll have like all different stretched out. Well, not with my flat ass, but you get the idea.
Right. But like a bunch of different Jordan faces, like one of those Ahegao shirts, but just me. Yeah. But in pants. I am into that. If you want to sit on my face, tell Ven you want to see those.
I gotta check the Twitch terms because if I'm putting those on, I'm showing them off.
Oh man, yeah. Twerk it, baby. Right? We got wish lists as well. If you head on over to linuxgamecast.com, put your mouse over the support button. I have one. Ven has one for the studio. Pedro has one. Jill has one. Buy us some stuff off that. And you can send us a little note that we got to read live on the air. And if you send Ven some stuff, you can take that coveted last spot on the glowing neon thingy behind Ven's head that it is blocked by Ven's head most of the time.
You gotta have a short name.
It's like 6-7 characters at most.
No, have a really long name. Have a really long name and make Ven write really, really small.
You know, it's an opportune time because you can help build our little Linux-powered studio and stay off camera for 1, 2, 3. Once you get down to Linux Neuro, you're shit out of luck. Then people are going to see it in the...
at least until the credits.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Thanks, everybody. It's a fun ride. Been doing this a long time. Still having a good time doing it. Did you ever think it, like when we started this, at any point, we'd like Pedro would have a Linux console that wasn't like a joke one-off thing that
an actual mainstream thing that a lot of people seem to want? Yeah.
Or that we'd be smashing Proton buttons.
I'm just shocked from like the life transition where I went from literal mother's basement to my own basement. And several other locations in between.
Getting from there to here. Well, you know, I do the eras by Pedro's background.
Yeah, that's season 1, season 2, season 3. Yeah. It's the cherry arc, right?
Pedro's evolved beyond like disliking moving. He's good at it now. It's like, I got this down. I know how it rolls.
And I want to move again. This time, hopefully, to big enough place to have stuff laid out.
More laptops.
I mean, yes. you could always move to Toronto. They have very reasonable house prices.
Oh man, one of the cheapest places.
Yeah, I could move to London too. Most expensive city in the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are broadcasting on Twitch, so we need to talk about, because you know what? People play games, people stream games, and some of us happen to stream Linux games. want to keep abreast of the news, and this is something that went down this week, is fuck you, Gizmodo.
you want to sign up for our newsletter, Ben?
Eat a bag of dicks.
Of @dicks.com.
I don't know.
At .dick.
Twitch is reportedly considering cutting streamer pay. Okay, what this really means is they're going to get a different cut, going from like 70% to 50%. Twitch, yes, clutch them pearls. Pank, I want a lot of pank, but it's not really an issue. My first thought from this was, after reading that, first, this is just like, I think they're, Twitch is just kind of floating this right now. Like, let's see what type of reaction we're going to get from this. Which, this is a whole lot of oh-nos anyway, because like only a handful of streamers have negotiated something better than a like 50-50 or, 60-40. Like that 70% number, that's the top of the top, the elite of the elite. And on top of that, these people have work contracts with Twitch. They get paid directly. Got to stream this many hours. You see, today was a good thing when I got home. I saw a bunch of my regular streamers that was like, they just had a camera on. They're like, yep, got to do, fill this hour in, and we got to do that. But I don't know. What do we think about this? Because another thing that was floated in this scuttlebutt is loosening the exclusivity. Like even us as like lowly peasants, we have as an affiliate, we have a 24-hour thing. We can't stream on multiple services at the same time, and we can't repost this video until like 24 hours later on another service. So once that goes away, I think what we're going to see, if that goes away, I should say, man, everybody's going to be streaming everything.
Well, I think
what everything? Because
Mixer.
YouTube has had gaming for a while, and that's not taken off.
OnlyFans,
Yeah.
Pornhub.
Odyssey.
Yes, you can do Odyssey.
Twitter,
Yes.
Twitter, Facebook. Those live streams still exist.
Hey, man, you know what?
Facebook. Yeah, there's
Facebook?
a lot of ad money on Facebook. Yes.
Well,
You can stream Twitter, as we know, if you've watched our pre-super shows. We've attempted that on multiple occasions.
we attempted that today.
Yeah. But no, that was because we were trying to stream to Asia.
Right.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, like this is just Twitch trying to make themselves seem more profitable by giving out less money and trying to cushion that blow, but to the streamers by saying like, hey, well, at least you can go stream on other stuff now and go get your money elsewhere. Well,
Yeah, dropping the exclusivity, that's very nice. That is just good. But I really thought that everyone on Twitch had the 50-50. Apparently, no, not the case.
Standard out of the box is 50-50. Even higher up, people that we would consider like big streamers pulling in like 2,000 concurrent, they're usually on 50-50.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they also,
everyone that I had heard talk about it's like, yeah, Twitch just gets half.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they're just kind of upfront about that. And it's like one thing with Twitch, like they double dip with like the bits, they come with that and they get the half of that and they get that.
They're trying to do the promotion thing too. So like your users have to pay for your stream to get promoted. Like, yeah, it's
discoverability. I mean, I don't mind like something like that. Like, if that mechanic is there and people want to like promote a stream that they like, because how many times, like let's, for example, kind of different, but along the same lines, like if I had the ability to spend some bits to get some extra publicity for the game we're reviewing this week, I would. Because I'm like, no one knows this is there. It has like 15 reviews, and this is a really good game.
This is going to be number 16. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And you got to think about how many times have you run across a stream like in suggested or anything on Twitch and have one view or two. It's that stream that you're like, hey, what's this person up to? Like, hello. They just stop what you're like, awkward.
Attention. Yeah.
Zip. Hey man, I watch a lot of woodworking.
So we're set to lose millions of dollars from this, right, Vin?
Not at all. Probably not. Call us.
Okay,
Twitch.
good. Because we don't have millions of dollars, so that's good.
If it's gonna mess with anybody, and one thing, this is like if anything, like as soon as they start doing like this, they're giving away like the exclusivity. That's when things change a little bit because everybody there's really no harm if you're a large streamer to multicast everywhere.
Also, I think like to Pedro's point, Twitch is like, well, what's our competition, right? Like, there's no point in like making people be exclusive anymore. We've dominated the market.
For the gaming, for like game streaming, it's Twitch or bust.
That's, you got to go where the people are.
Yeah.
But, YouTube has been spending serious money to try to get people over to YouTube gaming. And they have, and they will spend however long that deal was for, and they'll go back to Twitch. So I don't know.
I wish they would spend some money to not change the UI on the back end of YouTube, because every time that switches out, that's just miserable. It's the same in Google Cloud Platform. I've discovered that. It's the same UI framework, and it's terrible.
And Google Suite, same thing. People keep complaining about it, and they keep changing it.
Welcome to the world of streaming, where your choices are a turd and a shit sandwich. All right.
I need a hero. Yeah, brand new heroic games launcher beta is out, and it's got some cool stuff. This is 23.0 beta 1. There's a bunch of fixes for Windows, because people use that under Windows. But hey, one thing I do want to point out right off the bat, if you scroll down to the bottom of that article, they do shout out new contributors, which for an open source project is really, really nice. It's a good way to encourage people to contribute. If you shout out the people who are getting started and getting involved in your product. Just wanted to bring that up. But cool things, Winetricks is now integrated. And also, if you got any special file or special characters in your file paths, Heroic will now support them under Linux. So home unaccounted for with the weird T that Pedro has will actually work. Surprise.
No, see, on my username on my system, it's just a regular
well, now you
correct orientation T.
Well, now you can switch it over.
Yes,
do it right now.
Maintain brand accuracy on that one.
Sudo user mod right now. Yeah, go.
But yeah, no. The thing that jumped out at me was the Winetricks integration. How was that not a thing from the start? Did you look at Lutris and go, "Yeah, they have all of that stuff. Oh, we're not gonna do it. No, it's fine. We don't need Winetricks."
Who wants to tinker with Winetricks?
It's kind of necessary.
I don't care.
Want is a strong word, right? I will if I have to.
Necessity.
But yeah,
I would start that project with, once the bitching reaches critical mass, then I will start.
I mean, like, if Heroic is focused enough at just like getting the wine enhancements and wine wine modifications necessary for Epic Games, yeah, maybe if it's just handling that by itself without having to call Winetricks, that's fine.
If they want to do that themselves and not give the user any chance to cock shit up. Okay.
Well, now they don't. Now Winetricks is integrated, so you can cock shit up to your heart's content.
Well, let's talk about the Monster Smash.
It was a graveyard smash.
Yeah.
Baoo. Yeah. So, War Smash mod engine. So this is kind of interesting. It is a modding project it's a mod loader for Warcraft 3 done in libgdx. It replaces some portion of the Warcraft 3 game. I'm not exactly sure what. When they give you a gameplay example, it just shows them running through a mission and not actually loading the mod. So I saw through that entire video. I'm like, are you gonna show me what's going on? No. But you can set it up. It's pretty easy. Although there is one problem. On the how to build, you have to manually extract and patch a jar, which is never something you want to tell people to do. It's relatively easy to do, but it's also hacky. You should, fix your Gradle script so that it builds the thing properly. But maybe if you are someone interested in Warcraft 3 modding, you can be the person to submit that pull request.
They do make a point. Hopefully this process will become easier in the future.
Yes, hopefully.
Yeah. If you're used to like modding the Java version of Minecraft, that opening up the jar is probably not news to you. But yeah, no, it's because Warcraft 3 didn't really have modding support built in. It was always like a community made effort, and much like all of those third-party mod loaders for other games, this one is just trying to create an easier way for you to load the mods to, be the one thing that everyone uses to load mods into Warcraft 3. It's XKCD 927, but you know, the effort.
I mean, it's there. I mean, I remember Warcraft 3 is one of the games that I believe ran on like just vanilla wine way back in the day, because I have memories of playing. When I saw the video, I'm like, I think I messed around with that, because what else did I have? I had like Myth 2, Soul Blotter. That was about it. So yeah, even playing around with wine. If that's your jam, man, like preservation, right?
Absolutely. And like Dota came out of the Warcraft 3 modding community, right? Like there was Blizzard used to be really, really good about including tools with their games that let you make content for them, and they stopped doing that once Activision bought them out.
Maybe they were upset because they couldn't get their Bluetooth working under Linux.
No, or maybe they could, but it was all mono. But yeah, it is that has been one of the issues with getting Bluetooth headsets, the ones that have microphones in them, to work. If you want stereo, the microphone doesn't work, and if you want to use the microphone, mono is all you're getting.
What if I wear two headsets?
Phone quality audio? Yeah, that's always fun.
Yeah, you could wear two headsets or do what I did, which is just use A2DP in the headset and use the microphone in the laptop to get around it. But yeah, the fine folks at Collabora decided, you know what, let's tackle that particular issue.
I don't see what the problem is. If my neck snaps, I'm suing you for the joke. But that's pretty fucking heavy.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
But yeah, the fine folks at Collabora, Frederick Dennis, just wrote an article about what exactly they have been trying to do with wire plumbing on Pipewire. And they bring up the Steam Deck because the Steam Deck is obviously running Pipewire, and what they've been trying to do with getting Bluetooth audio certified. Yes.
Bluetooth.
For the Steam Deck. And that kind of jumped out at me. And yeah, they actually go through the things. It's like you can get your stereos with A2DPs, you can get your mono with HFP, and that's when the microphone works, and all of the other protocols that are available now. And they are going to continue working on it to make sure that everything is properly implemented. And Pipewire will be able to automatically negotiate everything with the help of a wire plumber.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I've run into this in Fedora because they're also running some of the latest and greatest Pipewire as well. I use a pair of Bluetooth headphones on the TV box upstairs when I want to watch or listen to something that the girlfriend's not into and she just wants to like cross stitch or whatever. And I noticed when I was dicking around, yeah, all of these options are in Pavu control now. You can control the codecs. You have like the full control of stereo, mono, and all that stuff, which is a drastic improvement over what we used to have, which was diddly shit. So, good on you, Collabora, right? It's good.
Very nice. Yes.
now, maybe one day you can actually hear sound under Linux.
No, you have to install Windows 10 on your deck.
Windows 11.
But then it only works via Bluetooth.
Checkmate, atheists.
Oh, so one little piece of software that we use, I think all of us have used it at some point. You might have used it yourself. Speaking of Twitch, story placement, Grandpa. This should have been after Twitch. It would have flowed better. OBS, Open Broadcaster. Now, we don't have much in the way of options for streaming. It's X264, you got VAPI, all versions kind of the same thing. You might have been wondering, man, you can record with 265 HEVC, high efficiency video codec. And I remember the first time I was doing some just task capture with using the NVENC encode for the high profile stuff, like looking at the file size, I'm like, it's broken, it didn't capture it. Like it's that drastic as far as the bit rate. Problem is, HEVC, royalty bearing, unlike what Intel's going to be rolling out with ARC eventually, hopefully before the heat death of the universe, AV1. Now, I think I talked about this maybe about 2 weeks ago. I've been watching the OBS project, and the underpinnings for HEVC streaming are showing up. This is surprising because that question, type in X265 OBS streaming on Google and look at like the years and years and years. Like, we're not touching that. That'd be neat, but we're not touching it. Rightfully so. But if this is in there, I found the flag. I enabled it. Like the drop-down menu is there, but other things, might be 10-bit, 8-bit conversion with HDR. might need to get plugged in. And you can currently stream 265 HEVC to YouTube, not to Twitch. Anyway, this would drastically change. Like, you really got to drastically change the quality that you're able to stream at with that bitrate, because saying 3500, 4 megabits, you can absolutely do 1080p 60 because you're not dealing with the blocking algorithm in 264 versus what 265 does. I'm not going to bore you with that. Look it up. Now, I remember saying, when we were first talking about this, I didn't dig into it too hard. I'm like, maybe they're doing some back-end stuff for Intel's AV1 because Intel has publicly said, hey, we're going to have AV1 encoding hardware built into our cards, which is a good thing, especially if you're a streamer, because it's always just been option A, NVIDIA. I can see a timeline here where NVIDIA's kind of shown up and they said, you know what, everybody at OBS? We're going to cover any licensing and patent bits. Just here, let me slice you off a little bit of lawyers. There we go. Slide that over there. Here's a nice little bag of money. And let's get that 265 because we got to compete against AV1 all of a like mothering sudden. We didn't plan on that. This competition thing.
Hardware encoding, AV1. Yes.
We don't have an answer to that.
If Intel keeps pushing stuff back, though, they may not need to compete. That's the sad reality of it.
Well, also true. But I'm very excited about this. I'm very excited about this. Just not just for myself, but if you're in situations where you might only have 3 megabits up, you're going to be able to get a bitchin' 720p 60 stream all of a sudden. Where maybe
they showed the comparisons with Elden Ring, and yes, you could see like the artifacting from if you've ever tried to stream something with a lot of trees and a lot of vegetation. It does that weird flickering artifacting and smearing as you're going along.
And there's also the fact that NVEncode hates foliage.
Yes. And with AV1, it was actually, instead of doing that, it made everything a little blurrier, but there was no visible artifacting outside of the slight blurriness. That's very nice.
Out of curiosity, what does this mean for UHD streaming? Is that going to bump down to the realm of possibility now, or
within reason, depending on what type of content that you're going to be pushing up?
Probably not racing games with a lot of details flying by at very high speeds.
I would say for 2160p, the big thing with this is with HEVC, same with AV1, is that you can be able to do HDR. Streaming HDR, and for some reason, people
Game of Thrones darkness,
imprisoning you everywhere. But with NVEncode, X264 2160p, if you're doing medium motion at 2160p 60, you're probably going to need about 24, 25 megabits up, which is not insane.
No, it's reasonable. Yeah, but
I guess it's more the ingesting server being able to take it.
Yeah, poor little YouTube. No,
poor little Twitch. Yeah,
this all hinges on Twitch. That's the part of the equation. Maybe somebody knows something I don't. Feel free to write into the show, leave a comment, because I have to assume, because Intel is known for just showing up and boom, here's some money, make this thing happen. To the point to where you don't even go you just go,
thank you, Intel.
Done.
Oh, you wanted that? Yeah, we already started.
Yeah,
we had this feeling.
Don't worry about it. Thanks for the donation. But I think we're going to see that with AV1 on Twitch. That would make sense to me. YouTube's just going to do it. I mean, Google's going to do it because fuck you, or
No, Twitch should absolutely do it.
We'll see. We'll see. It's very exciting times if you are a streamer and keeping track of this stuff, because whether or not you know it, man, if you got a 10, 20, or 30 series card, you got that hardware encoder built in on the NVIDIA side already sitting in your box. You just can't use it. I mean, you can for recording, just not streaming. There. I've talked about the boring stuff, but I like boring stuff like that.
All right. Well, coming up next, drugs. Yeah, just drugs.
No. Didn't you get the latest tweet? Elon's buying Coca-Cola. He said he's going to put the cocaine back in.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Might actually go back to drinking Coke then.
I don't know. It's been kind of fun watching the people who've like said nothing for the past whatever, like what a horrible cesspool pile of shit Twitter is, and like it.
My free speech.
Like, now it's gonna be worser.
Oh, there's gonna be no moderation. That's gonna be fantastic.
And maybe that's gonna spur a creation of an alternative to Twitter.
Maybe.
One might hope.
And then Elon's gonna buy that out too.
No, Bezos
like
buys that
Pac-Man.
one. Bezos
Oh
buys
yeah.
that one.
Oh right, yeah, because those two are like they have like the Goku and Vegeta thing going on. Like,
right.
I gotta get richer now. I gotta get richer now. I gotta get more influential. Yeah.
And who's gonna be the third guy in the podium? Like
who's gonna be hit? Yeah, who's gonna be hitting this? It's gonna be I don't know. Maybe Gates will enter the ring. He's like, I'm tired of.
Yes, the other divorcee billionaire. Yes, why not?
Hey, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they've all been divorced.
I'm hearing limited money does things to people. Maybe.
Yeah.
Like that's not even a situation I'd want to. That's a situation everybody would like to visit. Like get like a weekend pass.
I have no idea what it would be like. I'd like to experience it, but I have genuinely no idea.
I would like a quarter of it. I would like to be able to like not have to worry about most of my chief financial concerns, like shelter and food. Mm-hmm. Fun money, you know what? Sure, whatever. I'll work for fun money, but I would like to UBI, right? Like,
yeah, not have to worry about money for the rest of your life. It's like
not have to worry about
you can live,
covering rent.
you can
Yeah. We think about like what it
get
does.
online,
I remember
get electricity, get things.
Thank you for the sub, Linux Ganuro. Kevin Smith was talking about when he was shooting that thing at Prince's place. You know, Prince the singer.
Yep.
And he's like, I never signed an NDA. I can talk about it. But having a conversation with some of Prince's aides, whatever, and they were
entourage, whatever.
Like we had
Their
to like
posse?
really sit down and explain to him that no, we can't get a giraffe at 3:00 in the morning.
Yeah,
but Debbie's like, but why not? Like once you're
but like giraffes exist, drivers who own trucks exist.
3:00 somewhere, so come on.
Yeah, it's like, what do you mean? Like when I say something, it's supposed to happen now.
Okay. Bathroom time.
All right.
Yes.
Let me see. Hey, you got the right thing this week. Sweet. Everyone get your it looks like a blank underscore game thing loaded in Discord and on Twitch.
Yeah, no, the color scheme is very much that, and the other game that that particular developer made was called Resolution, which we talked about, and we specifically said it very much looks like Hyperlight Drift. And they apparently they like the aesthetic, so all right, okay, cool.
Yeah, if you're a Twitch sub, you can just sync your Discord to your Twitch, and we'll pop up. What was it? I mean, these are the same people that made Turnip Boy.
The publisher,
Same.
Graffiti Games, is the developer of Turnip, but they're publishing this game.
Mm. So when are they going to pull Linux support?
And then reintroduce it the week after because they didn't like the backlash.
Yeah, I don't think it was the backlash so much. They were made aware of like refunds are a thing because.
All right, my turn to pee. I'll be back.
Okay. You know, it's not torturous hot in here yet. Thank Flying Spaghetti Monster. It's warm. That basement doesn't heat up. You only got one box in there that'll run.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
I mean, I have 3 computers in here, but yeah, I have one big box.
Yeah. I want.
But it gets cold enough in here that like my fingers get numb and my typing gets fucked up.
Oh, that's how I love existing, though.
Yeah.
Because my typing's fucked up anyway. But yeah, like when you do, I like being at that temperature to yes, your extremities are cold, but you don't notice until you get in the shower. Mm-hmm. Then you're like, no, ow, ow, ow. Then you're like, I can handle this.
Or you go into a slightly warmer room and you're like, oh my god, it's so hot in here. What the fuck?
Well, it's one of the things like in the wintertime, it's really dope because I can just clunk, shut the door, and like it's great in here. And it's easy to heat the house up. It takes a lot less time to heat the house up than it does to cool it back off. So I'm high strung a painkiller could fuck up my typing Advil. Listen, man, I don't know if I can handle philosophy this late in the evening. I don't know. It might happen. What do we play in the after shows? I don't know, probably some tanks or something like that.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Possibly. Where nothing can possibly go wrong.
We're not playing, damn it.
Back for Blood?
No, I'm not opposed to that. What is it? The damn game I can't get running.
All guys?
Is it Fall Guys? Yeah, Fall Guys. I know, I saw Linux Neuro. It was like, I have the black looting screen of death. I'm like, yup.
One day I'll be able to play more than 5 minutes of that game. I was having fun for the 5 minutes that I could spend in it.
Huh? Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
It's a perfect like it's tanks. You know, you can just
Yeah.
like chill out and play a game. I don't know, man. I mean, if your edibles are rough, you might want to like switch brands.
Chowie Wowie is the one that my girlfriend's been using for a while, and she likes them.
I'm waiting for like the corporate edible, like juicy fruit type shit.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Philip Morris.
Yeah.
Mass-produced THC gummies.
Yeah, camel gummies. Oh, we can't make THC edibles legal. We'll give them to children. It's like, motherfucker, I just paid $5 for one gummy bear.
Right.
I'm not giving that to a child.
Right. Says
Like,
people who don't realize how
spoiled
much
children
drugs
you
cost.
have, but
Yeah. Hell no. Yeah, maybe if I was Notch and I had fuck you money to spend on that, yeah.
Is that a gif of a video or a video?
I think that's the actual video.
Oh. Where's my cursor? Where do you do it over there, cursor? Come back over here.
It's that GIF V stuff where it's like, is it a GIF? Is it an MP4? Oh,
Yes, because as it turns out, you can make an MP4 that's smaller than a GIF.
yeah.
Somebody figured out an embed on Discord. I was looking that when you mouse over it, it shows the video play.
That's mean. That's mean.
Like, well done.
Thanks, Satan.
Yeah, right. All right. Pedro. I guess we'll just do reverse order. It's easy enough.
Yep.
Right? Yeah. Cool. All right. Samuel. Jump. Nope.
Dum, 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 dum.
Incredibles. See, I'd be worried about that because I'd have that around the house and fuck up and be mildly altered in the middle of the day accidentally.
See, I don't see how you could make that mistake, at least from like a little bite, because it obviously tastes like weed.
Yeah, but I turned that shit off, baby.
He was like, oh, well,
I've already committed.
Right. Well, I opened it up, so I got to eat it before it goes bad now. That's how that works.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the part where we call it a review. It's not really. It's more of a quality assurance type thing that we do with a new game. Sometimes it's an old game. This week, it's a brand new game. We just walk through it. We use our patented lawn chair system. We're going to run through that and let you know on 3 different systems, 3 sets of hardware, how it works and what we think about it.
Yeah.
Well, something we like to call the Chairquisition. Coming to you in 3, 2.
Welcome back. It's time for your weekly scheduled DMT trip, aka the Chairquisition, where we take a game, run it on 2 very similar computers, and now 1 very, very different computer. Yeah, man, that's Threadripper and 3060. That's like the old and the new. Mm-hmm. That's some Merlin shit. But we run it on our different distributions, running very similar hardware, and we tell you what we think based on our hyper-specific, hyper-accurate lawn chair metric. It's
delicious eyes.
You can use it. You can use it to measure all your drugs. This week we're taking a look at Leela's Sky Arc, done by Monolith Minds on the Godot engine. You can pick it up for about $15. What is it? Protect a psychedelic world from bizarre beasts and punishing bosses in this poetic mystery filled with secrets, puzzles, and music. And we got to thank Graffiti Games, the publisher, for sending us some keys over the Curator Connect. So let's get into this, Pedro. Tell us about Hipster Pixel Hyperlight Dark Souls.
Yeah, it very much is. Over here on both this box with the Ryzen 7 3700X and the GTX 1080, now with 32 gigabytes of RAM, it launched out of the box. And on the Steam Deck, it also launched out of the box. It holds 60 on both, but it's not a very smooth 60. If you're actually paying attention, there's a lot of variance in the speed at which your character moves, and it's based on the frame rate. There's a little bit of a frame pacing, rubber banding happening. It's especially noticeable on the Steam Deck. The DualShock 4 on this box, it works fine out of the box, but if you enable Steam Input, it doesn't. It stops working. But Steam Input works fine on the deck, so again, there's a bit of disparity between the 2 Steam clients. But yes, the graphics are very hipster pixely. It's like a slightly less audio-visually impressive Hyperlight Drifter. But when it comes to the fun, well, let me put it like this. Imagine a world where the entire progression is made by Dark Souls quest logic, or if you want to go back in time a bit more, Zelda quest logic. And by that I mean guesswork deduction and blind-ass fucking luck. That is Lila's way. But unlike Dark Souls, you actually have a map. Yes, there's arrows pointing where you need to go. There's little icons that indicate where the bosses are. It's it's actually quite a big help if you're a bit lost. But the thing that got me was like the very intro to the game. You get the central AI. It looks at Lila and goes, oh, you're the protagonist. Here, let me open the gate so you can be on your way. But I have questions. I want to know things. Get off with you. So off you go. Yeah, it doesn't really hold your hand, and there's plenty of Soulsborne references, like the crow. It's just straight up lifted from Dark Souls 2. But it is a very well put together Metroidvania, which doesn't take itself incredibly seriously. It makes fun of itself quite a lot. And the whole dung beetle thing near the beginning, that was pretty good too. That actually inscribed in my mind just exactly what kind of game this was, and I like it. I like it a lot. 4 chairs.
Hashtag Wilhelm scream. That was a nice touch at the end.
Right?
Well, on Fedora 35 64-bit with the R9 3900X GTX 1080 Ti. This one also has 32 gigs of RAM. We're talking RAM these days. Launches out of the box, holds 60 at UHD. Yeah, the Steam input fucks up, but then it says, oh, well, I'm not going to Steam input this, and all of a sudden, I'm back on DualShock 4 with native glyphs. It's very nice. Art style definitely owes a nod to Hyperlight Drifter, but I feel it carves out a lot more of its own identity, being more like overtly psychedelic than in theme rather than just aesthetic. Hyper Light Drifter was very aesthetically psychedelic, but it didn't really super lean into it that much. That said, the music is some FTL beat boops. It's not bad, but it's certainly not the standout feature of this game. The gameplay itself is, fun-wise, it's pretty freaking neat. I really do feel Monolith of Minds did a fantastic job of capturing the feeling and mystery that Legend of Zelda had. You know, you get dropped into this world, you got, like, it's dangerous to go alone, take this, and you gotta kind of figure it out from there. And everything is obtuse in that classic Zelda way, but not overly so, like the Dung Beetle mission here. There's a logic that follows through with how you interact with the game world. And once you figure that out, you start to realize, you start realizing, all of these items have a purpose. If you can't use them as a weapon or like a buff, then you're collecting them because someone else wants them and you just need to throw it in front of them, which is really cool. Like the Eyeball Lady, for example. Eyeball Lady just wants more eyeballs. I don't know. Give her the eyeballs. I also really like the Jukasian design of the map. It's kind of like a giant spiral cinnamon roll that keeps opening up and giving you shortcuts to places that you've already been to, so you can traverse very easily. And it's very cool to like come to a place like, this is clearly the exit, so I got to go find the entrance now and find my way back. It's very cool. It adds to that sense of discovery. I think it does a very good job of like capturing that sort of Zelda-esque desire to explore in a way that a lot of these games sort of fail to do so. One thing I'm not a big fan of is the combat. It's a lot of just, I think, Pedro, you put it best. It's throwing bombs in Zelda, and that was kind of my least favorite part of Zelda. There's not a lot of grinding you need to do for like the good throwable stuff. There's usually enough debris around that you should be fine, but I'm also that person who never uses my potions because I might need them for the end of the game, so that part really doesn't gel with me. I think this is a very good effort. It's very well done. I'm gonna give it 3 chairs.
Boop. There we go. 3 chairs from Jordan's Funk. Let me take that off. Organization, kids. We're professionals. Close your eyes.
10 years, baby. 10 years.
All right. Debian 11, that's one running on a Threadripper 1920X with a 3060. Yeah, it ran fine. I mean, it's even got an FPS counter built into it. But to what Pedro said, it's got, every now and then you'll get like a little bit of a herky jerk, like when it's like transitioning between scenes, but it's nothing that's very jarring. Out of the box, worked on my X-Clone controller, no issues. Has a windowed mode. Happy to see that. Fun little soundtrack. I enjoyed it. It was well done, especially when you were racing the cat slug. Like it just clicked into like this country western bebop type thing. And I was like, wow, all right, that was kind of fun. Now, the first thing I thought about this was, oh, look, another hipster pixel top-down game, Leon. But then I found out right out of the gate, it's a bit cussy. Okay. And, this is published by the same people who did Turnip Boys. I'm like, okay, they're going to put out some pretty decent stuff. Stab puppers. Narfoxes, first thing you run into, I'm like, okay, that's a fox with a narwhal horn or a unicorn horn. I'm down. I'll play. Then you have the cat slug lord. That was interesting. You legitimately get to pull off a Meowschwitz with that. I showed a screenshot of it, and that was hilarious, well thought out boss. And the game makes you think. It really makes you think. I mean, nothing is spoon fed to you in this. I haven't seen the drop off and have at mechanic executed this well in a little while. And Pedro, you bring up the dung beetles. That's a good example of figure it out, fucko. I like seeing that. And I'm not going to lie. I was put off by the amount of backtracking that's on show, like right at the beginning of the game. But it turned out to be well executed as well. I didn't feel like, it was just added for extra time. Everything had a purpose. Combat, to Jordan's point, it's serviceable. I mean, it does turn you into a pot hoarder immediately because you're just running around. Oh, can I pick that up? Put it in my pack, because you never know. Think Zelda minus the sword. I think that's apt. Boss battles, very fun. I've been through 3 boss battles on this, and well designed, well thought out boss battles, engaging. They will kick your ass a little bit, kick your ass light, I should say, just enough to where you're going to come back to finish it out of like, oh, fuck you, I can get through this. And that's kind of where I'm at with that. Really, my own complaint is sometimes the color palette causes a bit of level blindness, because I legitimately spent 30 minutes 30 minutes trying to figure out how to invade a Sky Palace area when all I had to do was like hop over an exploded area of the map. Thanks YouTube Let's Plays, I found somebody who's like, fuck, really? That's all I had to do? I couldn't see it. It is a wee short, clocking in at around 6-9 hours according to the developers. I'm 4 hours in, having a good time with it, minus the bullshit save system. Not a fan of that because you fuck up until you figure out how that works, and you're like, okay, it's good. And it's still a little extra walking. I will give this one an absolute finish. I'm going to play all the way through this because it's real damn obvious. Something delightfully dark is going on. Hashtag letters to your dead mom in hell. So, yeah. Yeah. 3 cheers. Gentlemen,
this is good, yeah.
It is.
This is why we do this. Because, I was having, just to be perfectly honest, I remember the first time, and I always bring this up as an example. It's like, why do you guys play so many dumb games? Because you run across the good ones. Like one of the ones that we ran across, this showed up in much the way a little game you might have heard of called Hollow Knight showed up in our inbox. Like, oh, look, it's another, what are you, like an ant or some shit? All right, platformer. I'll try it out eventually. And we decided, we're going to review it. So I installed it and like, whoa, this, even with Hollow Knight, to bring that back, the first time I went to the menu select, I went into the menu, into the settings, and it just made that sound. That told me right, and I was like, somebody put some care into this, just that one little sound. I had the same feeling with this, with the loading screen, when you see that, like, fading out. I'm like, somebody spent a lot of time for that one little thing, kind of having, like, Akira vibes, how much work in the background has been done to make this. They did a good job with it. They did. I'm very happy that this is the thing.
On top of being well done, it manages to have fun with itself and with its references and cultural influences. It is genuinely a fun game to play. Like that last dung beetle said, it's like there's plenty of shit in the world for everyone. It's like, yeah, all right.
Before he died.
Yeah, that happened. No, I mean, I'd love to talk to the people, like the creative process that went behind, like what went behind telling this tale, because this is unique. This is unique, and I mean, it's pixel art, but I mean, it's beautiful pixel art. So
yeah, no, it's very well done. Not a low effort game by any stretch, and
right.
Like, yeah.
Did
and
either
like,
of you have those feels? So, like when you first saw it, you're like, it's going to be a Game Maker game or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of write all these like pixel games off because like sometimes they're really good, and sometimes they're not. I don't know. I think I've learned not to judge them too much, especially some of the puzzle games we end up playing on this game or on this show, where it's like you would think that it's complete trash, but like no, it's good. So yeah.
If you're looking for like group opinion,
that match 3 one that you had to like match 3, and then it would move you in that direction. Yeah.
Oh no, I know the one you're talking about. Yeah, like that. It's like this is. Oh shit, this is challenging.
This actually works. This is. You make the puzzle the progression, not just the thing that's stopping you from progressing. It's like,
So before we get out of here, this is Leela's Sky Arc. It's available on Steam. You can get it. I think it's also available on Nintendo Switch. Criminally under-reviewed on Steam with only 10 reviews.
Yeah, this needs more people playing it.
Yep.
You will have a good time with it.
Hopefully some people see this, yeah.
All right.
So, coming up next, how hard is it to get a GPU in 2022? It rhymes, so it must be super easy, right?
Maybe for you.
No.
Oh, you can get one.
No. I can't get one. What the fuck are you talking about?
Might not, pay power bills, but yeah, I mean,
it'll sit in its box while I sit in a dark house for the next month.
Just go burn, like put it.
The thought of all those trace rays warmed me up.
Oh man, Jordan, let's head over to vote.linuxgamecast.com and see what.
Do we have to, Mom?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Okay, we got a tie.
Better, faster, stronger. Fortnite. Yeah.
These will end up being show titles, by the way. So there's your motivation to assist in this. But
U-Tooth, I'll give U-Tooth a vote.
Delightfully dark.
Fuck off, Gizmodo.
True. I mean,
Yeah, you know the modal pop-up. I hate that shit.
dude,
It's like no, yeah.
here's the thing.
Yeah, we got rid of actual pop-ups, and now we have them in JavaScript.
The problem with these, I mean, if you're going to do the pop-up, get that shit out of the way right at the first. Let me make that executive decision, because then I'm going to go, okay, do I really want to fucking read this? Like, all right. But that Gizmodo page was just sitting there that whole fucking time for like 2 hours. Then I started scrolling and it's like, poof, hey, like, nope.
I said harder, but the person didn't type it in.
Oh. All right. Oh, I need to bounce that. Bounce. Oh, that's what I'm going to do. I need to write down a Jordan sniffle.
I'm gonna blow my nose then.
All right. We have a Jordan sniffle sighting at 5658.
It's a big one in there. I might need to get a finger in there.
Yeah, do it on camera. That's bound to be someone's thing.
Yeah. You gotta subscribe to my OnlyFans, baby. You want that premium content? You gotta.
Some hot nose-picking action.
I don't know
Like,
what happened at 44.
Gets up to here.
I can tickle, my frontal lobe.
Yeah. Hey, you want to learn something cool about ancient Egyptians?
Remove selection. All right, there we go. I've written numbers down. I don't know, man. Like, I want to get like one of those teapots that you pour up your nose.
The neti pots.
Yeah, because I want to fuck that up.
I've been curious about those.
Yeah, I want to like accidentally drown myself because it'd be fucking hilarious. I want that shit on my death certificate.
Oh no, yeah, they just find you like 3 years later mummified in your house in the bathroom. Yeah.
Oh, if you want the best fan action, there's the OnlyFan
Yeah.
for Reddit. It's OnlyFans. I don't know what you were expecting, Perf.
I was expecting titties because I'm a massive pervert.
All right. Well, it's OnlyFans, though. I mean, it says what it is.
All right. I guess I gotta cool my jets.
I have a fan in here that I can't fix because it sits directly above a plate glass desk that I'm not moving.
Yep.
Yep. And I don't want to undo all of this. Like, you know what? Fine. Neti pots? Yeah, I just want to say I've done it. I mean,
The only time I ever saw one of those was Daredevil.
Yeah, for me, I just want to say I've done it. I've like a long list of like shit I've done. Like, I didn't expect anything out of it.
Yeah, no, I saw the start of the last season that he does the. It's like, oh, that's what. Okay, right. That does disinfect your sinuses.
That's what I'm saying, man. I mean, I might do like something a little more challenging, like Red Bull.
Some Drano.
Moonshine up the nostril.
Or some watered down wasabi.
Nothing wrong with some wasabi snooters.
Some really runny mustard.
Is that Guilford? Can't read it.
Guilford.
Guilford. Cornelia Strong College.
Engage creeping. Man, I love living in this. I was alive at a time where we just couldn't do that. You're like, fuck, I guess we'll never know.
UNC Greensboro, apparently. Wherever that is.
I think that's in the Carolinas?
Yeah, North Carolina.
Okay.
I was gonna say, when I saw the thumbnail of the video, I thought it was Alan for a second. Similar glasses and like face shape.
All right. Weird feels, man. Better than strange feels. Isn't that right, Benadryl cucumber pickle? Cool. 1, 2, that's locked. Let's just go ahead and get this out of the way. Scroll. Oh, come on. Where are you at? Lucky? No. That's not too far.
I keep hearing them say hippopota.
Poop on it. Poop on it.
Hippopota complication. A hippopota complication is when you get a surprise hippo taking a bite out of you. Stealthy fuckers.
There it is. All right. Found it.
They look cute, but they can bite through an engine block, so stay away.
Engine man, where are you?
Bicycle repairman, we need you to save us from the international communists.
Cool. We are going to do the hate mail, everyone. We got what's this one? Video cards.
Video cards from Huge Gaming.
Let's do it. In 3, 2.
That was surprising. That was genuinely surprising. I like when we have, nice games that we can throw chairs at. That makes it all worth it.
This is why we can't have nice things, Pedro.
No, quite the opposite. This is why we only have nice things sometimes. But
I thought you were going to be give it a negative review because it wasn't Dark Soulsy enough.
It was straight up lifting entire things off of Dark Souls, so of course I was going to give it a good review.
What if it left a folder in your home directory?
That would have dinged it one share, so I would have given it the same score as you two did. The best way to get in touch with us, if you have a diverging opinion from the game and would like to throw your 2 cents in the ring, you can absolutely do that. Patreon.com/LinuxGamecast. But if you'd like to let us know, you can go to linuxgamecast.com and hit the contact button. There's a form there you gotta fill. LGC
Cooler
Weekly
mask.
is the show that you want to send your hate mail into, and we will read it right here, right now. YouTube comments are also fair game, and Patreon comments, of course, get priority.
No, hang on. YouTube, hang on. No, I had to write a YouTube comment. Your ring.
If you like it, then you should have put a wrong on it.
Exclamation 11. Okay, there. That's a YouTube comment.
There you go.
This week's hate mail doesn't come from YouTube though. Comes from KJ Gaming. They say, greeting. NVIDIA cards are still less expensive, but the 6700 price looks good. What's the deal with AMD these days? Works out of the box, less of hassle than NVIDIA. Does AMD better than NVIDIA now? What about Intel?
I want that shirt. I want that shirt.
Does AMD better than NVIDIA? Yes. Everything desktop works fine with my 1050 Ti, but games are rough, sad faced. Any help would be appreciated.
You have an AMD card.
I do. I have several. Well, I have 2. AMD is pretty good out of the box. If you're running a relatively modern distribution, like a recent version of Ubuntu or Arch or Manjaro or Fedora, then yeah, you have a recent version of Mesa, and there's no brand new AMD cards that don't work with those drivers. So yeah, you can just plug and play and be off to the races.
How much are the 67?
Too much.
The 6700 XD here is 650 pounds, which is a big no-no. I too have been looking at them.
528? That's Still kind of. I mean, okay.
That's much better than here.
Better question. How does that compare to what's the NVIDIA equivalent of that?
Probably 3060, 3070-ish?
3060 Ti,
30s, maybe? Yeah, it's between the 3060 Ti and the 3070 is where that lands.
Yeah, 500 would be like kind of my feel on the max on that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and the 1050 Ti, yes. It is, especially for DirectX 12 games, they don't like the Pascals at all. VKD 3D. No.
Running into that, slamming into that brick wall, too. It's not good.
But yes, AMD does in fact work out of the box. The 6000 series, since they are effectively very similar architecture RDNA 2 as the 5000 series, you had support for that basically day one. They came out and they worked with the Mesa drivers.
Although, to Vin's point from 2 segments ago, so long ago, in the far distant past, if you're going to be streaming, you may want to take a look at the NVIDIA option, if only for that NVEnc support, because otherwise you got to have a separate box and an APU if you want to have a crack at using AMD's built-in encoder.
Or at least the 5900X to use H.264 slow.
That I think that would always go. I mean, if you're looking for streaming, I'm pretty sure like anybody who does just the most basic search knows to stay away from AMD encoders. But what about Intel? Would we wait for
what about Intel, right? Here's
the thing. To your question, this depends exactly on what type of person are you. You got a 1050 Ti?
Yeah. 1050 Ti.
All right. You got something like that. That's not an antique. Okay, so I'd say maybe hold out and just kind of get a feel for where Intel's going. But, I mean, because, listen, I mean, that's going to last you another couple months. But if you would, I'm like, well, I have a 970. I'm like, oh, you're that person. Well, I'm just going to wait until the next thing. And you've been saying that for 9 years, right? You don't strike me as that person.
Rocking that 3.5 gigs.
Dude, we all know that person. And we're like, well, I'm holding out. And I'm like, man, you've been holding out for half a decade. Come on. So,
it's Intel. They made some, very nice promises.
Yeah, right now they're just promises though. So depending on how badly you need it, yeah, it's up to you if you want to wait it out.
Absolutely. I mean, like if that card explodes, yeah, go ahead. I mean, $500. I mean, that's all depending on when you're at too. So
or if there's like a bunch of games you really can't play because they're all DX12, then yeah, you kind of gotta look at moseying on elsewhere.
Cyberpunk, Elden Ring. There's a couple others. Like those two are the big ones that are DX12 only.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
and I brought it up. You've been paying attention to the supply chain, like what we have in stock right now. That's going to be it for like once that is depleted and that's gone, we're going to be in like another 6 to 12 month drought. Yep. So keep that in mind too. I mean, I'm not trying to do not panic buy. Like I would have not picked up a 3060, but I got it for $30 over MSRP. So if you can find a deal like that, jump on it. If you can't, just write it. I mean, 1050 Ti is not a bad card, man. I mean,
no, it's really not.
No, it'll play most stuff. Really the problem is, yeah, if you want to play stuff at UHD on high, then yeah, you're going to need a beefier card. Mm-hmm. But I mean, you don't need to. Games still play identically if you bump them down to lower settings.
1050 Ti for 1080p. Okay, newer games are probably going to have to bring that down to medium, low. But you'll be able to play most everything.
Or 720p with some FSR on or something. Yeah.
FSR, man. Write that FSR as long as you can. And write us back. Let us know how it turns out. But we got to get out of here, everyone. So, what do we do at the time? We cue the music. You can find this delightful educational children's show, family friendly, each and every week. PBS, ABC Family, yes. No, you can find us right back on Twitch, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, an hour beforehand for our patrons. You want to hop into the pre super shows and find out how some of this nonsense gets stuck together, how things are made, and other opinions usually revolving around, I don't know, pop culture and movies and shit. Is that fair?
Pretty much.
That's pretty close.
And, nerd crap.
Yeah, nerd shit. You want to get a hold of me? I'm on Twitter. Venstone, And we have a Mastodon, because I know a lot of people are like, I'm leaving Twitter and I'm going to Mastodon. We got you covered, fam. If you want to join our instance, mast.linuxgamecast.com.
I'm Barney the Dinosaur. I love you. You love me. Please don't send me any more restraining orders. I'm begging you, please. Follow my bullshit at Twitter, at The Burning Fool, or twitch.tv/burningfool.
Thankfully, I don't have to worry about restraining orders. I kind of restrain myself. I don't like people. So, if you'd like to, commiserate my self-imposed loneliness, Twitter, at unaccounted for. That's kind of, yeah.
Tell him he's pretty.
Or, don't.
Pedro's is like, would you install me?
Yeah. Everyone at unaccounted for and tell him he's so pretty.
Aw. Let's roll some credits.
People might ask questions.
Yakety sacks at the end, more like it. We gotta thank the lovely people who are making this possible. Our advisors, Omega Star Theron, our executive producers, Aldius, Bob Ram, Scott Mashud, Atomic Cast, Mike G, Mike T, Drummer, Kohaku, George, and Tomaz, and our Little Nicky fans, Darkwing and Abstraction, aka Nixon's Pyramid.
Sea Monsters, Renault, Redorex, Machina, Trudgy, Vertanuta, Justin Frostclaw, Strider, Nubbin, and David, with the Death Notes, Nova, Basil, Chad, Romeo, Marson, System T, Craig, Renee, I skipped the line, I don't care.
Don't worry, that's fucking
He was in space.
Upstanding cannibal. Bye. Hey, you guys are all back here. You're awesome, guys and gals.
Yes.
Carl!
Dinafire, everyone. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
See? Friendly, like, Saturday morning music.
Did the stream all freeze?
No?
Apparently not. If Mir says it's working, then yeah. You've out-mirrored Mir, Nubbin.
Yeah, apparently Nubbin is new mirror. It's like new Coke. No one wanted it. Foxy, what's run up time, please?
What's that? There's a part of the story I'm not aware of here.
Disk duplication, maybe?
Oh.
He was apparently doing it for the new pipe wire.
What's wrong with the old pipe wire, huh? Stick with the one that brought you, man. I don't know.
Oh, it's tumbleweed. Never mind.
Oh, okay. Well, good luck, have fun, don't die.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to have a spot open.
All right. 11 days. I thought that number might be a lot worse.
All right. So we are going to kick over to the after shows and
We can close all of them down.
no,
And start Steam.
$1,118 packages. I did notice, Pedro, that we had the same amount of packages installed.
We did.
Yeah, like to the fucking dot.
How many packages do I
I
have
didn't pay
installed?
attention to the packages line on the NeoFetch train.
Got it. I have 3,632.
3,626.
Ah,
Wow. I'm wasting space. According to RPM QA piping into word count, 4,487.
damn.
I have a lot of devel packages though.
I do too.
Yeah.
I cleaned up a lot of the devel packages before I did the last in-place upgrade because I looked at the estimated time and I said, you know what? No, we're going to do some cleanup.
Oh, no, hang on, Pedro. I think it might have been on Jackbox.
All
You know
right.
what? I also do have a bunch of Kubernetes shit on this box too. So
Okay.
I have 32
like-
flat packs.
I have
Yeah,
none. There we go. What was the Jackbox at? No, it wasn't Jackbox. That was 1239. Oh, it's like don't get a howl started.
I would not say yay to Kubernetes. That's not a thing I get excited about.
3632. 3626. All right. I stand corrected. I'd install some packages.
I mean, close enough, but
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I should probably free some space up. This is all this is saying to me is like, yeah, I got too much crap installed. My Linux updates are taking about as long as a short Windows update now, which is a shame.
I'm on Debian. I get security patches.
Yep.
Yep. I'm good. Okay, we're gonna bring on the after shows, and so if you're in Discord, we will hear from you in a moment. If I get everything wired correctly? Question mark.
Get ready to explode.
As I was saying, I've modified the user interface of Reaper with custom buttons, and then they kind of work.
Gotta reverse the polarity, man. That's...
Is that okay? I gotta bounce out of live. Here, Kusa.
yeah, pizza's pretty good. But I'm very much a burger kind of guy.
I you know what? It's close. I would put pizza over burgers, though.
Don't get me wrong. I would eat pizza if pizza was offered to me. I'd fucking eat it.
Wait a minute, Pedro. What if pizza was on a bagel?
I mean, that's just double bread. That's fine.
I mean, then you could eat pizza anytime, right? Like,
Right?
yeah, that's the whole bagel bites thing.
I'm alive. How about you?
Man,
What was that, Lassie?
Rohit, you shaved. How dare you?
Oh God! Who are you?
100%.
He's on Wi-Fi. That's who he is.
Once.
you know, it's not that bad a baby face.
I don't know. I'd have to
It's
come
not
back.
going back.
I you know what? If I shaved all of this, I would look like the baby mask from the "I Am Your Grandma" video. So
I don't know. Last time I shaved, Jordan was the first one to point out, "Oh my God, your nose is huge." Like, all right.
yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. You turned to the left, and I got smacked in the face.
Oh, hey, a wild Linux Skinneroo.
I'm just worried
Oh,
about I'm worried about a boy's education. I fear that he's not seen I mean, Grandma.
I
I like.
am grandma. I am no grandma.
What?
There's a dying coyote in the back.
Awesome.
Linux Skinneroo, did you kidnap M. Fox dog?
No, that's Steve's going crazy.
Is it El Chupacabra? I don't understand what the hooting is.
I'm so
Yes.
scared.
You're just gonna see a
Are you
knife.
gonna dissolve this guy?
No, those look like dissolvable edibles. Right?
Yeah, that's yeah. He's had 10 or how many milligrams have you had?
Yes.
Oh,
Correct answer. Valid. in court-
That is the best answer. Yes.
In our court of law, that is a valid. Yes.
Yeah.
Sustained, Your Honor.
You know how on the bag of the THC edibles they usually say like start small and work your way up. Yeah, ignore that. Just...
What was your dose? Heroic.
Yeah.
Yes, Pickle Jeff.
I thought you had to go into your room.
Yeah. I think the first time I
You're
took an edible, I found
you're
that
grounded.
freaking
Go to your
crazy.
room. No telephone.
Oh man, I really enjoyed when I was grounded and told to go to my room. Except then my parents caught up to it, and I wasn't allowed to go to my room.
Oh, man, that room sucked right up to the point I got internet access. And
All right. So the day after my 10th birthday, I had just got an N64. and I made a rude gesture to my sister, so my parents took it away from me, and they're like, well, you're gonna have to stay in your room. And I'm like, okay. And so I just ended up reading a bunch of books, because apparently I'm just a quiet kid who likes to read, so...
Right on.
Yeah.
I played with my Legos. That was my thing. I just like Legos.
Yeah, I did the Legos. I did I like Kinects better than Legos as a kid.
I had Kinects too, but my parents decided to invest in more Legos rather than Kinects, so didn't have a lot of them.
Yeah, I mean that's how that go.
I preferred Lego over Kinects.
I mean, come on, is there a Kinects movie?
Yes, but
Don't
it's a
give
porno,
them ideas, man.
and it's very filthy and it's very racist.
Everyone is in full color outfits.
Oh no, I was just thinking like Connects. What about Constructs?
Mega Blocks.
Oh god.
Erector sets.
See, they need to teach kids physics like the fun way with like regular Legos, but they have embedded like neodymium magnets in them.
There are some that do.
So that when they swallow a piece, the other ones immediately go.
Oh, fuck yes. You can
Well,
like
that's how you
run
get
up
it
and
out.
like let go and like choke somebody. Like, oh no. So yeah, we're going to be playing Shell Shock Live. If you don't have that, it is relatively inexpensive. We have the server currently up. Me and Pedro are hosting, hanging out with Burning Full, and we have a couple of spots available, and the game will start when I get back. And
That's a game I could probably play on my laptop.
you can play it on your Steam. Ooh, can you? Yeah, you can.
Yeah, that
Play
is
it with
controller
the,
support.
yeah.
Yes, if your Steam Deck is there, you can play it. Strider was playing it on the Steam Deck.
Yeah, but just for simplicity, I'll just
I gotta go charge a battery.
have it on my monitor.
I got an
Or,
1860.
it's charged, but Shell Shock.
Oh yeah, I dropped the vaping finally.
Okay.
I ran out of nicotine, and I thought, you know what, I'm just not gonna buy more. We'll call it quits. I'll just use the rest of the flavor concentrates and the propylene glycol.
I'm sorry, I thought you said that you ran out of
How many days ago was that?
This morning.
That was last Sunday.
Okay.
Oh,
I ran
congrats.
out of propylene glycol last Sunday. I ran out of nicotine last month.
So what, you're just vaping sweet vegetable glycerin?
For the past 3 weeks, that was all I did. Yeah. And now, not even that. I put the vape things. It's in the drawer there somewhere.
So what's your new vice? Like Fight Club? You just go beat up some homeless people?
Yeah, no. I don't talk about that one. But the
I already have it.
Subscribe to his OnlyFans for premier Pedro bum fights.
I'm too lazy to install it though, so maybe next time.
It is worth it. Trust me. It would help your.
I have used it. It's like it's not as obviously not as good as having like the exact like the actual Ethernet cable connected, but yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but it's better than Wi-Fi.
Sure. I think for Shell Shock, I think Wi-Fi should. Famous last words.
It's a turn-based game. It doesn't matter.
yeah, as long as your bits reach the server, it's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. When I dropped the nicotine, I was very, very antsy. It's like the smallest things make me lose my patience. It's getting better now.
That's a good sign of
with
addiction.
With withdrawals a bitch. Yeah.
Especially after 17 years of nicotine. Yeah.
Well, yeah. At 1080p, my laptop is running Shell Shock this menu at 22 FPS. What a great piece of hardware.
720p window.
No 1080p, but maybe I should go to 720p because fuck this. Or nah, it's fine.
You gotta turn the Steam Deck into 15 FERPs mode.
Again, it's turn based, so 22 is probably fine.
I just think Intel I don't know. Those ARC GPUs better be like a whole new thing, like a
I mean,
revolution,
these
because
ARC
Intel
these
is
ARC
shit.
GPUs better come with like fucking free blowjobs and ice cream, man. Like at this point,
Because I have no faith in Intel, like as a GPU.
oh listen,
I mean,
I have no doubt that like they have the brain power and the resources to produce something good. I just have no idea if they did. Right? Like,
And they have Raja Kaduri, you know, the one that actually sort of brought back the Radeon series into a semblance of competitiveness with the 480 back in the day.
and like here's the thing. As much as I would love Player 3, you know, more competition in the GPU space is great. You can't trust companies to do the right thing ever. Ever.
And it's usually the biggest companies that make the worst shit. So
Yeah.
Hey, companies, don't do the wrong thing. Do the right thing. It sounds.
I
Great.
mean, in principle, yeah.
But it's gonna
you know,
it's gonna be the right thing for the shareholders. So
yeah,
it's the right thing for the bottom line, and that's it.
yeah. Infinite growth, baby.
shareholders. Bottom line, shareholders. Pretty similar, but
that's
shareholders
right.
can
It's
kill
the money. It's for the money.
And that is why LGC is going public. We're not in need of funding, but we think to get to the next level, we're gonna need to go public.
Will LGC go public before Canonical?
LGC's buying out Canonical, baby. That's
After we go public and we have the funds, yes.
yeah.
We're gonna replace it with what's it called? The Windows open source attempt.
React OS.
React OS, yeah.
We're gonna replace Mark Shuttleworth with an actual cannon, like an antique, like ship cannon.
But it's gonna have googly eyes on it, so don't worry.
Yeah, you'll hardly tell the difference.
Do we get one more person that wants to play? Because if they do,
Please.
what?
Come on, more people.
I'll just put it on a regular deathmatch. It's not a problem. I'm being polite.
I know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Come on.
Thank you
More the
for
merrier.
being polite.
There. I dare somebody to ready up.
No.
I'm not
Three
doing it.
people took you on that dare.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna fall for it. I'm not gonna fall for it. Yeah, I'm not gonna fall for it.
No. I knew it.
There we go.
Guys are fucking with you.
Not gonna fall for it. Not gonna fall for it. All right, fine.
Oh, we're on this hell of a map.
Okay.
Get all the
Well,
way down here. God damn it.
Okay,
Well,
I can't
Pedro.
go higher than this.
Yeah,
right.
do we do a truce, or are we just
I'm
going
not
at
going
it?
to shoot for you. I'm going to go all the way across
All
the
right.
map because Foxy is on that
I
side.
won't aim at you.
all right.
Let's see, like so. Yeah.
Wait, am I like legitimately stuck on? Wait,
You might not have enough traction. Yeah.
there we go. Oh, no, I was just like aiming at Pedro with it.
Sure. It's stuck.
Ow.
16 FPS, baby. I mean, not. Actually, yeah, it did not drop that much after everyone started shooting.
Okay. Alright, let's go for the skill shot.
I can't move at all.
I am not going for the skill shot because I have 0 skills. my strategy is spray and or pray.
I missed the thing.
Oh
Dang it.
no,
Ow!
that worked.
Stop! No!
Bonk.
Oh.
Bonk.
Ooh. Okay, it didn't mean to hit that, but sure, why not?
Yeah, don't move, Jordan.
I did move.
Well, don't move.
If people stop aiming at me, that'll be great.
You don't tell me what to fucking do, bitch.
I thought I could.
You're not my real dad or my real mom.
Is that what your mom told you?
What are we waiting on?
No,
me?
that's what your mom told me.
Fine.
Fuck.
Dang it.
No.
Pinata!
Ah,
Bad
Mexico.
pinata. Bad pinata.
Hello!
Mexico.
Hi, Jordan.
Hi.
Look at these kids hiding in the rocks.
Foxy, you realize that we have to work together, right? Like,
Yeah, I know. I just getting a bit closer. That's all. Getting because people.
You're gonna get shanked, Jordan.
you're too close, man. You're too close.
Yeah, someone was getting me dialed in, so I had to move. You just happened to be there.
Yeah. Really, Rohit? You don't want to take out the guys at the top of the hill?
No.
No.
Fight amongst
Or
yourselves,
like
peasants.
class consciousness. Is that what
I
you're
don't know what a
saying?
yin yang is. What the fuck's a yin yang?
Well,
Let's find out. Click.
yin and yang.
One goes up, one goes down.
Is that literally what it is?
That's a bullshit.
Hey!
Oh.
Almost
Two
like
for
last
one.
time.
Ooh, Alan. Oh, but I didn't live long enough. But
Oh,
I got some sweet hits. That was pretty good.
Yeah, we'll
At
see
least
a
we died
trick.
together.
Let's see. Let's just go like this.
So, what's everybody's thoughts on Sky Chicken?
Arise,
I
chicken. Chicken arise.
Chicken, while not the most bankable of meats, I have faith. Yes. Still had chicken.
Okay,
At
Leroy.
least I have chicken.
Yeah.
all right.
Leroy.
But chicken with chicken.
Chickens.
There's 3 levels to this chicken gun. I'd like to know what they are.
That man, that moon, just like fucking
Ooh, bouncy chicken.
moon man. This is the moon man.
Hi, Moon Man.
I got sweet fuck all to use here. This is pissing me off. But yeah, alright. Let's see what can the ringer do?
Ring a ding,
Ring a ding ding.
boing.
Oh, not the bouncy ball.
Yep. Nope. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm telling
Hidden
you.
blade.
You share a little protein with a motherfucker and they start drinking.
I have a lot of tracers. I don't know where this is gonna go.
Oh, the air raid with the bouncy balls is hilarious.
Bonk.
Ow.
Okay. One hit. I'll take the one hit.
Oh, the snowball.
Snowballs.
And off the map.
Okay.
I don't get people who like snowballs, but you know what? To each their own, right?
Right. I got +1 fireworks. Watch out, because I don't know what that is.
Let's see. Like that.
I like how everyone's just leaving Pedro alone.
Fireworks.
Shush.
I was the only one attacking him, and now he's just been sitting pretty.
Yes.
Oh, hang on, how did I? Who killed me?
I killed you.
Yeah, because he's been shooting you while you've been fucking around.
Yes. Right. Mr.
Oh,
Alert's run
okay.
away, so we're going to shoot Mr. Alert.
No. Oh. Ooh. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Thump.
Okay.
All right, Alan, you can do this.
Got faith in you.
Magic
Run.
pixel of health. Magic pixel of health. Hide under my corpse, Alan.
Oh, that's gonna be good if it hits.
Oh.
That is some step in between the raindrop shit, man. My God.
Yeah. I went to the other side and back and didn't hit him.
Threaded that needle.
Okay, I need some spray. Some spray and pray.
But Pedro, God hates you.
Well, tough.
Really?
And still a little too short.
Oh my god. This is
Alan, I would run.
You know, Alan's going
There
to
we
crack
go.
out like one of his lightning beams in a minute.
yeah. No, he's powering up the special beam cannon, right? He needs 5 minutes to charge.
More like 20.
3 episodes.
Listen, Akira Toriyama doesn't know how long a minute is. Don't blame the guy. You know how there's like dyscalculia and dyslexia? Is there one of those for time? Alright.
There you go.
Dyschrono, yeah. Some
Killed him by
just
just
the word for that.
Alright. I did better than Rohit. I'll take it.
I got a defeat.
Fuck!
I won the one.
Goodbye,
Well, I
Moonman.
finally played 20 rounds of this game. I got my money's worth.
My strategy for determining game worth is if the numbers I put into the game, number of hours I put into the game, times like minimum wage equals like the amount I paid for the game, I consider that a win for the most part. If I had actually
What's Vortex? Yeah.
Polar Vortex.
Oh.
That sounds like a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Oh, marksman.
Okay.
Is it sniper only? Was
No idea, man. None.
You have to hit your target. You missed.
Oh,
you
hit
get
directly, no area of effect.
All right. Well, let's make it easy.
Oh my god.
Everyone in
Next
their
thing you know,
pretty
you're going to be
little
hitting on
holes.
wind and everything else.
Remember, kids, fire last.
Oh god. Oh,
Right,
that
hit the
target.
target.
Oh,
Right,
hit the target.
right.
Right, and they get smaller as the
Yeah.
thing goes.
Makes sense. Yes.
Yeah.
Who's going first?
Oh, who is first?
Nubbin.
No.
Yes. He's the one with the arrow.
Bonk. Oh, well done.
All right, Ven.
That was Ven.
Whatever. Maybe not.
Oops.
Just fuck it up for everyone too. Taking my sandcastle and going home.
Swing and a miss.
Just a good old fashioned gun.
Yep.
Oh wow! Just fucking throw him a bone.
All right, Jordan.
Chunk, 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 chunk.
Tank
chunk.
winner.
Borderline, yeah.
And you missed.
By a hair too. What the fuck?
Okay. Alright.
Good
I
luck.
thought the boomerang would come back.
Well, at least Alan doesn't have anything difficult.
Yeah.
Donk.
Oh.
The
Area
explosion
effect does
work.
work.
Yeah.
Got that.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, you use area effect shit is the moral of the story
Yes.
All right.
Or shotgun spread.
here. What the?
Nubs.
Put it in front of me now.
All right.
I love this. This is like collateral fire with friends. What the hell?
That was a
sorry,
TV
Ed.
bounce.
Aw.
Well, Nubbin got what he deserved.
Don't know where this is going, but let's see.
Yeah, you know, just leave the ball like right in front of you, or the target. It's-
No!
Okay.
So, is there any better weapon than this? Whatever.
No.
Probably not.
Oh! Well,
Ding! That was right along the cusp, too.
Ooh. All right, Alan. It's tricky.
No, no fishies.
Oh man.
Now Alan's
Alright, Pedro.
sleeping with the fishies. Oh, you got the bank shot though. That's,
Yeah, you guys
ooh.
figured that one out.
Oh man. Ugh.
Poor Alan.
Polar vortex difficulty.
Polar vortex, freezing my cortex.
Oh, hold on.
Oh!
Spray and pray. All right,
Oh.
all right.
That worked.
So tiny.
Bad idea, I think.
I'm running out of, yes, them spray and pray.
Yes.
So small.
As small.
Oh no, you can't get a clear shot.
Uh-oh.
Look at that.
Can you arc it?
Yes, hopefully.
You need to repel that thing with a half fart.
Yeah.
That's
Like that.
Tricky.
free lunch.
Oh,
Holy
Alrighty.
shit, that's fucking minuscule.
Will it go to the size of like a pixel or something eventually?
You'll know when the arrow shows up next to it.
Yeah.
Oh, you have the
Spermies.
froggies. I don't have the spermies.
Ozzy Bukaki.
all right.
That's
Now what?
that's the show title.
Yes, game. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Holy
fucking
crap.
shit! What the hell?
I invite you to
now
get
you
fucked,
fucked.
Pedro.
Now you fucked
Yep.
yourself.
Pretty
You
much,
fucked
yeah.
yourself.
Yeah. Eat shit and die.
Do you have like a redeemer or something?
Yeah.
That you can pilot?
Yeah, big boom.
What I'm thinking is do a little jump shot off of this
all right.
slant here.
The epic music started just in time, so.
Might, if you can land
Nope.
it in the right spot.
Oh!
Oh,
Oh,
Wow.
At least they gave Foxy a harder
Yeah.
challenge.
that was fucking amazing.
If you hit the drone, it'll shoot it, right?
Now at least you can fuck this one up.
I don't know. Will it?
I don't know. do you want to do some science, Pedro?
I'm doing okay. I'd rather go for the thing because I think I have a direct shot.
What if Foxy does it and then it shoots the thing for him?
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
He's gonna shoot a smaller one.
No.
Stop! I am getting so.
Yeah.
Good GG Foxy.
I want to play another round of that. I got
Yeah. Now that we understand the rules, yeah.
yes.
All right.
Pickle Jeff, it is 1:24
PM.
afternoon.
8:24 p.m. here.
Saturday.
4:24 a.m.
Oh shit! It's 4:20. We gotta smoke up.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
All right,
It's
ready up.
4:20 in the morning, so you gotta smoke up. Wake up.
All right, let's do this again.
Oh, is that one mine? Let that one be mine. I can do that.
Yeah, I look forward to missing my first shot too.
Oh,
It's gonna
I
be
have
great.
nothing accurate here. Oh my god, I have no.
Oop.
Moon.
Oh,
I have nothing.
Oh no.
Phew.
Okay.
Where I go
Yeah.
when I die. When I die. The big target in the sky.
When I die and I lay me to rest, gonna go to the place that's this. All right. I hit the first one this time. I don't feel like a complete failure.
Bag of dicks. Bag of dicks.
Wait, at least it isn't Rohit's turn, right? Like,
Yeah.
Sometimes life just.
Oh no!
Oh,
You overshot by that much.
Boy, I had
yeah.
a ball in the way.
Oh, hello.
Are you ready to get sucked, Foxy?
Hi.
Go on, do the big suck.
I'm not gonna do that. Chicken.
Do the big suck, Pedro 2022.
Yes.
Where'd they go? Oh, no, never mind.
Okay, now
Sucked
throw
up.
it.
All right. A slightly less unfair. Whoop.
Jeez, game, you didn't put it directly in front of everyone else. I feel cheated.
Oh, poor Nubbin. Come on.
I'm surprised they didn't spot another fucking X window.
Oh!
Oh!
Oops.
Oh!
All right, Alan,
Oh dear.
Elaine.
Elaine?
Ooh.
If it lands under it.
Hang on. Yeah, no, you got it.
Ooh. Beautiful. Fuck this shit.
Any long
I hate
range
it.
ones you got?
Just get a Sharpie and a ruler and draw a line on the monitor, man. You got it.
Right, yeah.
Hey!
Taste the rainbow.
Pretty colors.
Skittles me timbers.
Skittles me tittles, baby.
Whee!
Oh, fuck you, James.
Eat shit and die. Okay. You know what? I never realized you could drive through those.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't shoot, but you can drive through them.
Yeah, like I don't know. I never tried it in my brain. I'm like, no, you can't. You're trapped.
Guppies!
Gups. Alright. Uh-oh.
Ghost bomb and a taser.
I'm sure they're going to be of any use.
What do I have that's even, like...
I got no long. Oh my god, that's a big ball.
balls?
That was a big ball.
That's a very big ball.
That did
Alright.
precisely one ball's worth of damage.
Oh, good
close.
sniper
That
shot.
was a close one.
Yep. I
good.
thought I missed that.
Man, that one flew down like somebody. Nope. All right.
You know, if you get the bouncy ball, that might actually work in your favor. Instead, you're just gonna pee in the sky.
Not taking any chances.
Hashtag challenge pissing.
Ah, shit.
Uh-oh.
Not done that. Oh, I should not have done that.
Should not have done that. He's just a boy.
Oh, fuck.
Well, good luck. Have fun. Don't die.
Yeah.
Everything has a curve in this, though, so you
Don't
may
you have
not
a
be super
boomerang?
fucked.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
You have to have a boomerang.
I had one.
Oh, I didn't mean to shoot that, but yeah,
Oh, you
there we
did.
go.
Oh. That happened.
And boom.
Oh boy.
Oh wow.
Who do we put our money on? I think Jordan's going to be the dark horse on this one.
Ooh.
Jordan's
Ooh.
probably a safe bet. He tends to succeed.
Okay, Alan. Let's see.
I no. See now that you've brought that up, I've sealed my fate. Goodbye,
Surely you
cruel
can move
world.
up over there.
And that's why you don't compliment him until you've placed your bet on the other.
Yes.
Yes.
Goodbye, cruel
Or you
world.
do it, and you do some manipulation.
How dare?
Oh, Alan.
What the fuck is that?
Like a
That
don't
shit's
know, but it was-
crazy.
Pretty nice.
Tarantula.
100 hours
There
in
you
game,
go,
probably.
Jordan.
I don't know.
That shit is fucking badonkadoners. go, banana. Nope. Nope. All right. I tried.
Let's go. Like,
I'm genuinely surprised I made it to the final four. Like, I'm gonna call that a win.
Dude,
Yeah, that was a good
Yeah.
one.
fuck this game.
Yeah. Fuck this game. It's the worst.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the worst fucking shit in history. Fuck this game. Yeah.
All right, Rohit.
All right.
You gonna have something to the back?
Ooh,
there we
done.
go. Nailed it.
Oof, yeah.
Problem solved.
And
Yeah,
That would've just
you want
been
to
icing.
be conservative with your spread stuff because now you need it.
Okay.
That's real tiny.
Is Rohead gonna default this one?
I don't know. The giant pink ball might have a say in this.
I just want like Alan and like you know the gif of like the cat with like the equations flashing before
Yeah,
their
yeah.
face before they yeah that with Alan.
All right.
Oh my god. Oh,
You got this.
What?
all right, Rohit.
Son of a fuck.
yeah,
You might have a
Alan-
second
Alan-
shot if you if you do the bounce correctly. You might have a second shot of that.
Thank you, Red.
That, everyone, was an emotional roller coaster.
Right, yeah. You know, I'm at the edge of my seat. I guess if I like scooch back a little bit, there's more room. But
But why would you want to? The fun, isn't it? To have so little support on your own.
are you a big fan of edging,
Where
Rohit?
the fuck is it?
Totally.
All right, this is Russian
Right
roulette
under
at this
there.
point.
I don't know what the fuck these weapons do because I don't play this game as much as you guys. So I'll just
We don't play this much either, so.
I play this game exactly
Dream.
once a week.
Yes.
Oh, need a little more air.
Congrats, Alan.
Well, you lost challenge pissing.
Yes.
So is that Alan's
Very
music playing?
nice.
Like, did he choose that?
Yeah.
that's Alan's.
What is, huh?
The victory music.
Wait,
Ah,
Alan, you beat the boss? What?
Yeah, he's finally caught up to Scott.
Yeah, yeah.
I was doing my taxes and I saw Scott playing Shell Shock and I'm like, God damn. You want to do some rocket legs?
well, do we have enough? I think we
We
only
need
got
one
7.
more.
Yeah.
For Shocker.
Do we got one
Come on,
more?
man. No, you got it. Come on.
I guess North Ranger fell asleep.
The hallmark of a successful show.
Hey, you know, for those sleep ASMR people, yeah, absolutely.
Damage in points, most points. I guess we can just do a deathmatch.
Sure.
Let's see.
Put on wind and all kinds of stuff.
There's
Obstacles.
so many anime gifs.
Aye.
Live chat. It's crazy.
Yeah, I noticed that.
dare
I was
you?
gone, yeah.
Yeah,
It's Weeb
there's a
Central.
new there's a new
I-
weeaboo in Discord.
I could make a really, really tasteless joke about World War II, but I won't.
No, no.
Don't worry, Jordan. That joke has been made many times on the internet. So
Not the one I'm thinking of.
Look,
okay.
it was
Now-
a good
now I'm
thing
interested.
that they only got nuked.
Do we,
Come on, Rohit.
Sorry, I was
You gotta keep
I was
some of the
bedazzled by
crazy.
the anime lady.
we cannot kill weebs. Leave it over this.
You cannot kill
Tears me up
weebs.
every fucking day.
Screw it. Chaos.
You shall not weeb. Go back to the Chen boards. Yeah, it's anime Gandalf.
Oh,
Oh wow, all right, yeah, sure. That went anywhere close to where I wanted it to go, but it blew up Foxy, so I'll take it.
Yeah, you got me. So.
I was aiming for Ven, and it's just like.
Yes, thank you. Make me feel better.
Oh, there's wind, right? Wind. I forget about the wind. What the hell was that noise?
Yeah.
Not quite who I was aiming for, but they'll do.
Oh, that's
Ow.
geeky flip notes.
So, oh hi Jordan, how you doing?
Hi. What's up?
Just
I'm not aiming at you.
cut out. Yeah, I know. I'm not aiming at you either.
Mazel tov.
I am aiming at Jordan and Nubbin.
I'm shooting into the sky and hope for the best. I regret nothing.
I missed.
Who's farting? Come on. Ow.
I got moons.
I still got a mana bar.
You do. You should cast some spells.
Nay. Attacked by minions.
Well, finally got who I was aiming for. Now, next target.
All right.
The wind is going in that direction. Noted.
Oh, that's right. There's wind.
Oh, we have wind now. When did
Yeah.
that happen?
Just now.
It was a Tuesday.
Okay.
I thought it was Sunday.
Well, I mean, it's not.
It
Sunday.
is Sunday.
It's still this Saturday.
It is Sunday.
It's Sunday.
No, it's Saturday.
Goddamn fire.
Who are we waiting for? Pedro, hurry up.
Pedro.
Yes, it was me. Shit.
Nah, I screwed up my tunnel. Damn it.
Ow!
Oh,
no.
no. Laser raid. Again?
Ow.
Bring your laser umbrella.
Bring your laser to the grave.
File.
Oh, I can't leave
Use
them.
it.
It's probably a little
Is
too...
anyone going to aim for Alan, who's all the way up there?
No.
Anyone?
Why?
Yeah.
Leave Alan alone.
Ow.
Okay,
He's like
Foxy,
Britney.
you need to move away from
leave
me.
Alan
I'm gonna move
alone.
away from you.
Leave Brittany alone.
What a blow.
That's what they're tuning in for. 15-year-old memes.
Yeah, we're old people, man. Remember when that shit was new?
Yes.
I don't, because I smoke way too much drugs.
Ow, 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 ow!
Where did I go? All the way up
Ow,
there.
ow, 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 ow.
Owls all the way down.
What a balloons for everyone.
I don't know what this does. We'll find out.
I wanna know.
That.
Seems unnecessary.
And I killed myself. I got to kill myself with a water
Okay,
balloon.
Team LGC, we need to strat up together here.
Oh yeah, shit. We gotta fucking murder Alan. Okay.
Right.
Yep. All right. Noted. Okay.
How do I hit Alan from here?
Hover ball attack.
Go hover ball.
I'm gonna die, aren't I?
Probably.
I realized where I was in. The line lied.
Hover
Okay,
ball, you
I hit
suck.
Alan from here.
Yes.
Magneto burrito.
How the fuck do magnets work? Because I keep
I'm
losing.
already dead.
It's a miracle, Rohit.
That is
I
a
get-
question for the ages, and don't ask any scientists.
I mean,
They
shit,
lie.
talk about 20-year-old memes. Goddamn.
What the?
Guppies!
I have the high ground, Anakin.
I have the high ground, mannequin.
Oh, I have the chunky one. Okay.
Oh, Ven,
Oh,
can you get the trick shot with the ×2 damage? Can Pedro get the trick shot with the ×2 damage?
Man, if I just get the projectile to the other side of the screen, I'm pleased.
I just gotta give Pedro brain goblins. That's it.
Brain goblins.
Yeah. See, he's doing it. He's doing it.
Yes, I am. And no, I couldn't.
Fly rock.
Well, there's a nice flat surface right underneath that one.
Be ashamed if something happened to it. Hey, look, there's a mini V. The fuck's that?
It's not great.
Oh, it's not too bad, actually, if you can hit it. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, it does. It does that. Yeah, it's
Okay.
all right.
Ooh, can I do this?
Oh, Pedro, you got the brain goblins.
You're
All
gonna,
right.
you're gonna turn traitor, are you?
No,
No,
he's going for
no.
the trick shot.
Yeah, I'm going for it to activate the thing and the trick
But
shot.
it's windy. Pedro, it's windy, so watch out.
Yes. If anything,
Adjust-
it goes off the map. It's fine. Damn it.
No, it just
Wrong way!
Well, it hit Ven instead of Alan.
Lovely.
Hey!
Well,
Yeah, it's deathmatch.
you know, it's that LGC solidarity, right? We always got each other's backs. Just to like stab each
I'm
other
on
in the
it.
back with it. Yeah, with
Solid
knives.
what?
What's that Dritz quote? Those who spend their lives looking for daggers at their back often meet their deaths from the front.
There you go, Pedro.
And I'm dead. I tasted the rainbow a little too much.
Yes, your Skittles got tiddled, man.
Death by Skittles.
Skittle me tittles.
All right, this is some like jungle gym shit. I don't know.
Yeah. This is...
Boing,
Maybe,
and there.
maybe we'll come back down.
Yeah. Oh, magic pixel of health.
Magic pixel of health.
What is this thing
Like-
even?
Like, on my screen, that pixel is like going in and out as a screen share.
Oh, wow, 1 HP.
Magic pixel, baby.
It's the magic pixel of health.
Like literally, I'm saying no pixels on it right now. That's how small it is.
Zombie tang. Zombie tang.
Bringing it back from the
Whatever a
grave.
zombie tank does.
Go on, thread the needle in between the two portals.
Nope.
Whoops. Overcorrected for the win there.
See if you can get that health then.
I wonder if I can, like, eat that.
Alright.
Eat the black hole. I wonder I think a black hole tastes exactly like a volcano.
Possibly. It depends, you know.
I
Like,
know it smells like anthrax.
what do you base the black hole with?
I mean, doesn't it kind of base itself? That's kind of the deal, right?
Isn't a black hole in space supposed to taste like raspberries and rum?
Space piss?
Space piss.
Space piss. Hey, I leveled
It's
up.
legit.
I got a tank token.
Snack.
I got a water balloon.
Rainbow, gravy rainbows. Mega
Gravy
quake.
rainbow.
Quack.
Map unlocked. The sacrifice.
Oh shit.
Is that where Bill dies?
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
Bill. Always done like Bill.
Yeah, from Left 4 Dead.
Hey, I got 10
Hey, do you think
for the
there-
daily win bonus.
is there a mod for like Left 4 Dead 2 that replaces him with like Bill from
Bill from King of the Hill?
No, better. Bill from shit, the vampire thing.
It'll-
Vampire Bill.
William Compton?
Yeah. Bale. Sugar.
Blood.
Yeah, True Blood.
Suki is mine.
Sugar.
I forget. In Office Space was Lumberg. Like was his first name Bill?
Hey, he
Yeah,
wasn't a vampire, I don't think.
Bill Lumberg. Yep.
Could have been. I mean,
Bill Lumberg. There were the two Bill Lumbergs, right? There was the one in accounting, and then there was the one.
Oh really?
Yeah. They thought Jennifer Aniston fucked Gary Cole, but it turned out it was the other Lumberg.
Oh okay. Oh yeah.
And he has the dream sequence where his girlfriend's getting plowed by Lumberg, and he's like, I'm going to need you to come in on Saturday.
Yes. Yes. All right, everyone. We're going to get out of here at a respectable hour. We're going to say our goodbyes on Discord. So if you're watching live, you want to pop in, we'll be in the after shows and room. Back again next week at 8:30 Eastern Standard Moon Time. As always, with some fresh space piss for you.
We'll be back.
Better
I'll
than
be Mozart.
God damn you. See you next week.
Bye.